dog, wild and free, cruising through towns like a storm at sea. Master chartist got the moves unseen, eyes on the prize with a scream so mean. Row, 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 dog, he's taking the reins. Fibonacci's lines running wild through his veins, cracking the secrets, unlocking the trade. Born to hustle while others get played. Candles burn bright on his midnight ride, parabolic curves where the shadows reside, predicting the winds like a prophet does. Markets shiver when they feel his buzz. Row, 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 dog, he's taking the reins. Fibonacci's lines running wild through his veins, cracking the secrets, unlocking the trade. Born to hustle while others get played.
de la photo, man. They say, oh my God, your wallet's on fire. Stacking sats, I'm pumping higher. Ooh, yeah. Grab my trades, my dear, chase the moon so bright. Crypto's got me rocking, dancing through the night. Ooh, you hooked me deep when I bought that pump. Ooh, yeah, I'm spinning wild till the bull run jumps. Ooh, pump for me, pump for me, pump for me. Oh, 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 oh. Stack those gains, stack those gains. Go, go, go. I've never felt a moonshot blaze like this before. Ooh, they say ride it up, I'll dance it all once more. They say move for me, move for me. Ay, ay, ay. Bull runs close, I sway, I'm the play. FOMO's beat won't stop, I'm a pumping star. Crypto hums my groove, dancing near and far. Ooh, you hooked me deep when I bought that pump. Ooh, yeah, I'm spinning wild till the bull run jumps. Ooh, pump for me, pump for me, pump for me. Oh, 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 oh. Stack those gains, stack those gains. Go, 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 go. I've never felt a moonshot blaze like this before. Ooh, they say ride it up, I'll dance it all once more. All once more. All once more. Ooh, yeah. Chasing sats till the floor's on fire. Ooh. Oh, oh, oh. Cup on me. Orange ruby.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the ringing of the cowbell. If you got your ding-a-ling handy, grab it and give it a little fling. Nothing like a little cowbell to make the day better.
If you wanna go and trade with me, stack them coins in the game with me, roll through dips, keep it fly with me. Hey, hey, must be the crypto. If you wanna see the charts go green, dodge the crash, keep it clean with me, hit the market, live the dream with me. Hey, hey, must be I'm posted Discord where the hype's too loud, shills be pumping coins, got the whole damn crowd. I was young, chased the buzz, thought I moved real quick, bet my stack, no research, man, that move was sick. Leverage high, no stop loss, watch my wallet bleed, held too long, market dip, left me in the weeds. Discourse cheer said, hold up tight, but I crashed so hard, now I'm back with smarts, trading clean, no scars. If you wanna go and trade with me, stack them coins in the game with me, roll through dips, keep it fly with me. Hey, hey, must be the crypto. If you wanna see the charts go green, dodge the crash, keep it clean with me, hit the market, live the dream with me.
Son, the timer has ran out. That's usually when we
check
hit the button.
read the white paper, know the market's clock. Discord
Oh, is that what that's
chase the
for?
shillers, empty hype, set my sales, keep it cool.
I was
watch my
wondering what
profits
that
spike.
meant.
Low leverage, I ain't tripping on no margin call. Learn my lesson now, I'm balling,
How did
standing
you
10
ever get
feet
this job,
tall.
son?
Group things dead, I'm the one who's calling all the shots. Trade with me,
Well,
we'll
I
be
begged
stacking
you
crypto
for it,
to the
Steve.
top.
Remember?
If you wanna go and trade with me, stack them coins in the game with me. Roll
I gotta
through
rethink my
dips,
life
keep it fly
choices.
with me. Hey, hey, must be the crypto. If you wanna see the charts go green, dodge the crash, keep it clean with me. Hit the market.
Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first ride on the show,
Why you chasing every pump?
prepare to meet the zombie voodoo doll with glowing eyeballs. Do not be afraid, but also keep your hands inside at all times. Do not reach for your screen, cause he will bite you. You've been warned.
Stacking day and night. I'm the king of trade.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels, to the Late Night Crypto with Road Dog. So honored to have you here tonight. Pretty nice, man. People were looking at this market and at every big drop that we get, and with reason on this one, with that big ass liquidation, the biggest liquidation ever in crypto history, there comes a period called recovery. And in my personal opinion, and I'm not the only one out there that believes this, but that big ass drop that they got here on not just Bitcoin, but also altcoins, tells us a lot. So it flushed out everything. It reset the market. The market has been reset. And the fact that we come up here and we hold these areas, and a lot of people were thinking, yeah, lower. And you know, especially in the trauma of the time after you're seeing things get liquidated, a lot of people, man, I'm counting my stars today. I'm counting my lucky stars that I didn't experience as bad of it as what I could have if I had stayed up to my old habits. But what I did do, and we talked about it on stream, was oh my gosh, I'm on the 15-minute chart right here, and this is right before the drop and everything. So we were coming back from a drop here, lower, but she looked. Altcoins were looking interesting. I remember I was trying to go heavy on some altcoins, but I was starting to use layered stop losses because I'm tired of seeing stuff go down, right? And just trying to catch something in case we do get the a move back up, protecting the purse mostly. But that's what I was using, layered stop losses on everything, and they were very tight, very tight. Now, what a lot of people experienced was their stop losses didn't get hit. I think where I'm lucky is because I had them so tight, and if things went south, I was going to make sure that even there was a fear that we might drop down in the market. We all could see that it was starting to go down. So I did layer my stop losses in case things did tank, and I kept them close because the biggest thing that I found that I've been finding with this cycle is that when we come up to these highs and everything, it's like not taking enough profit. And I finally found a solution that works for me with the layered stop loss approach, and I've been using it very heavily, especially from the bottoms too. Done it before, but you get out of whack, get away from doing things that work for you, and you kind of, I was going to let it ride, and letting it ride is, getting into that comfort area. That was the demise for a lot of people. I was kind of in a situation where altcoins were just eating away at everything and losing value, right? But I decided to layer in on everything that I had on leverage, and it worked out for me. They were so tight, and I believe that they got caught early. But as this started taking up, man, everybody else started skipping stop losses on people, and I found a few. I saw a few that did not get hit, and I don't know. I think that should be rectified, in my personal opinion, that whole fiasco. I think the exchanges need to do that on some of this stuff. The way that they limited people. Now, I thought it was just my experience, but no, it turns out everybody was having very similar experiences there, where you have access to the exchange, but it's just not letting you do what you need to do. Is they're telling you system's too busy, be patient, don't try too often, system overload, and then it started telling you you're not allowed to do things like trying to pay back a loan. I got the cash, it was from the stop loss, let me pay it back. Nope, not allowed. Like, what the hell is this? This is crazy. And I do believe that, and rightly so, there should be some looking into whatever went over there. It needs to be investigated. And I hope that our crypto politicians here will do that. You remember, we do have more crypto politicians now, so they don't like losing money either. So there might be some lookings into that. And they definitely don't want a bunch of crypto people bitching at them, which I think we can do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. I'm going to shout out to everybody in just a second, but right now I'm looking at BitTorrent. I'm on a 15-minute chart here. And what I'm wanting to point out is the resistance that we're at. And you're kind of wondering, why are we going anywhere? We're doing so good. Well, we got a 360 moving average coming in, and that's what we're fighting through right now. Now, this is rolling over. It is starting to roll over here, and you're starting to see the cloud get a little thick. So we got a little warning sign. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it means there's a warning. We might be rolling over. It might come back down and retest this area right here. We got away from a trend line. We got one hump. This could be a second hump, a third hump and a dump, or maybe we're trying to do it here. That I don't know, but this trend line, this was our original trend line, right? This best that we could get it. And then we came back and retested under it and went higher, but that's kind of it's still a warning sign. What we're doing right now is you're making more of a rising kind of formation there. And actually, I believe it's trying to break it right now. And that could bring us down. Now, a lot of people are trying to force this into flags to the upside. And maybe, I mean, the tear that we've been on, maybe there's enough and we're just at resistance. We just got to calm down. But in any way, we did lose the main trend. So this part's starting to lose steam. And it's been, the curving makes it hard to get a good trend line. Now we got something there, same thing, came up and retested it. Almost looks like I was going to break back into it. And this is how a lot of people get trapped at tops. So, and I believe we're getting ready to chill out for a minute. And I know a lot of people are looking for a flag to the upside. And what's happening on the smaller time frames is that they're trapping people over here. Possibly. There's also some good things happening over here, but the rounding is just a little bit of a warning that this trend is getting tired. And I think that's a little bit more what we need to pay attention to at the moment, because now we got to go with some other trend line ideas, right? And it's just slowly losing it. The rounding in this will make us start losing these trend lines. But I keep noticing these little higher highs, very little higher highs, just enough to get you to chase, man. And I gotta tell you, man, hopefully, you know, let's have an honest interaction here. I'm going to do a little poll here, and this is about, you know, emotions in trading. Like when you see a pump, do you find yourself chasing or find yourself wanting? I'm going to put it that way. Not that you necessarily have to do, but you find yourself wanting to chase a pump. Because I still do, especially on these smaller time frames. I'm watching it and I'm seeing the break of a trend line, and it looks like it's got a breakout. But you give it just a little bit, oh, she's come back down. She's coming back down. She's doing something else. They're trapping people. That's how they can trap you, with those emotions like that. And I mean, I still fight that. I still find myself fighting that. And I got to. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. And it's done it all these times. We broke up into the trend line, flagged out, flags to the upside, baby, down, come back up, and we went a little higher. And in the moments when this is going on, oh man, we're getting ready. This is it. This is the move. We're bouncing off resistance. We're getting ready. It's real cool. This white line is an area of support and resistance that we seem to be holding. Maybe it will. The smaller time frame looks maybe a little bit more bullish than the 15. Maybe, but we're slowly making some progress, and it's a nice change in sentiment that we did the job that we needed to do, or Bitcoin did it, not us. Us keeping our cool and trying to make sensible decisions, especially with risk management. And in my more evolving point of view here, that risk management is really the strongest thing that you should always be working on. It's not so much trying to find the new little gadget to figure out, you know, where price is going to go next, as it is just managing the position that you got and the trade that you're in, making sure you're trying to protect that purse at all times. And when we were down here doing all this, and this was a nice little bottoming section here, watching it from these guys over here. This is the area I started really when we started double bottoming down here, and it was on small minute time. We got it on our streams. I was live during all this. This is when I went hard. I went really hard near a bottom. Massive hard, like maxed out my leverage, right? And the key to what I did, because my conviction was if it breaks this level, I got tie net stop losses. I got more risk to reward ratio. The risk was more in my favor for upside than downside. And if it did choose to go downside and I was wrong, I get stopped out really quick. And then I still got more capital after we figure out what the hell's going on, right? And even when it goes up and even when it's doing what it's doing, we're trying to figure out if it's going to hold or not, if this is trying to actually make our higher highs. We watched that on, I've been streaming a lot lately, so we've captured all this on streams. And layered stop losses have been the thing that have really been helping me, because it goes up and I'm just layering them up, and it's layered market orders is what I'm using, market stops. And I mean, I'm talking, you know, I'm going hard heavy. And as it goes up with spot margin, the beauty of it, or even perpetual futures, you could do it, but it's more risky. You start growing in value, then you can still build this bag going heavy with those layered stops. Why we're starting to get the move going. After it starts getting up here, I can't do as much. I can every once in a while, like at this area over here. But it's been trying to chop me up, so I'm not really doing anything. But this is a nice area to hold, so trying to get to areas so it looks like we're trying to hold it for support. You know, I'd throw in like a $10,000 order, and if it goes, you know, and I gotta immediately start layering in some stops, so if it comes down, that at least, you know, I'm either breaking even or maybe getting a little bit of something out of it, right? Covering whatever exchange fees or whatever to try to get that move going. And here we are starting to fall down. I've got layered stops all the way down here, and I've got one of the biggest positions that I've had on Bitcoin anyway. Well, I maxed out all my altcoins too, and if it comes down, I'm getting paid however far it comes down, and then I've got the profits with whatever I build up through here. And if I need to, I just wait for another big setup. But mostly, I still get to keep the bulk of my entry levels here. And so that's what I'm playing. And I don't know. I'm seeing other people that they're coming on. Actually, the people that I saw yesterday that were calling for short, trying to short the support area down here. I didn't see them mention it that much, but that's fine and everything. But you can tell by, I made a comment in the Telegram group. You can tell by the trades that they are showing. I mean, they're coming out trying to look, but something seems off, man. It seems like maybe they're a little disappointed, but you can tell by the trades, they're very small. Like, they just put in maybe one trade with maybe $100 in on an entry, and it's probably the best position, and that's what they had to show for. And then a lot of the entries up here short, not really showing that they took advantage of, they didn't have the conviction is what I saw. So even though they'll talk about, you know, we saw this pattern down here, you didn't act on it, you didn't do anything with it, and you got not much to show for it other than, you know, they report their overall portfolio. You know, they have a huge spot portfolio, so if there's gains in that, they can say, well, it made $6,000 today. But it could be, it's in spot, it's fluctuate. It's not you didn't take 6,000 in profit. So you can see how these smoke and mirrors come around with the gurus and stuff like that on YouTube. I mean, that's just something I peep out. But I mean, anybody that went short over here, you've been very disappointed, man. But there were a lot of people that would feel that way, and you do feel that way. I felt that way, but I bought it. I was like, oh man, $106,000, $100,000, and it's on the table. It could be coming, could be, but you got to also consider what all this cleared out. Why would we need to go down there, and who's going to be able to sell on this other than the guys, BlackRock, who bought up all the Bitcoin down here almost perfectly. At the bottom area at 105,000, about 45,000 Bitcoin. BlackRock. And you tell me that they're not out for your crypto and they don't have dirty tricks up their sleeve? Yeah. Yes. So we all feel like something is amiss here. Something is just not right. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark. Oh, look at that. Starbucks seasonal nacho cheese latte. What the hell? Is that for real? I don't believe that's for real. What the hell is that? Nacho cheese latte. That makes me hungry. Look, Strega. Rep Auger. It's up to $1.20. Yay. Oh, I remember my call on that. It came out good, but then the coin turned out to be, I thought it was going to be 100x, or I did put out a video 100x, or then I found out that it was good. I mean, it was good at the time. It's still there. Nobody's using it. It's a dead project. Unless something miraculous happens, but nobody seems to be trying to revive it. It's kind of like, what is that, predictive markets or whatever? Kind of like that. But I put, yeah, this is just in. BlackRock bought 45,000 Bitcoin, worth about $5 billion and an average price of $105,000. During the flash crash, it's crazy how they can nail bottoms like that. It's almost like they knew where it was going to go. Whoops. The hyper-liquid whale shorting Bitcoin and Ethereum yesterday was placing shorts up until exactly 1 minute before Trump threatened tariffs against China. The last short was placed at 2049 GMT. Trump tweeted at 2050 GMT. What incredible luck, says CoffeeZilla. We got CoffeeZilla in on it too. So I think there will be enough fuss over what happened here that that the regulators will find, and the SEC and all that, they'll start looking at what they actually are supposed to be looking at. Because if they've been doing their job for the last damn 45 years, we wouldn't have this issue. We wouldn't. Thank you, Gary. Thank you for screwing us in the rear even after you're no longer in that position. Crypto's a rigged casino, says Jacob King, and today's events prove it beyond a doubt. A single colossal Bitcoin whale shorted the peak, and then just minutes before the market-shattering crash piled on millions more in shorts. At the very bottom of the drop, he closed 90% of his Bitcoin short and completely exited his Ethereum short, pocketing roughly 190 to 200 million in a single day. That's the only instance we can trace, but speculation is rampant that the scale was far larger and extended across other exchanges. Don't be naive. This wasn't luck. Someone was either manipulating the market or front-running it. Either way, the collapse was engineered, and investors have every reason to be alarmed. And this I thought was interesting. I got this. The name of the channel, I think, is just called Bitcoin. And I thought it was like an official Bitcoin channel here on YouTube, but it's not. It's a guy, and I can't remember his name, but he does have really good insight and alpha and stuff like that. He's not a TA guy, but he's got really good Bitcoin centered kind of information and everything. I'd like to give him a shout out, but maybe we'll try to do that later. But that's where I got all these, and they of course came off of X. These are tweets on X. What do you call tweets on? We call tweets on Twitter, but what do we call things on X? I don't know. Changing the name to X is just weird to me. List all the years in which there was a major U.S. stock market crash in October, because there were a lot of them. Here's a list of years where significant U.S. stock market crash events or events or crashes occurred in October. 1907, the panic of 1907. All the resolution came in October. The panic began earlier. I got that. It's 1929. The Wall Street collapse, also known as Black Tuesday, started in late October. Go figure that out. A little bit of history there. And then 1987, Black Monday, October 19th, 1987. Oh my God, that's my wedding anniversary. It's coming up. I gotta figure what I gotta do. Saw one of the largest one-day percentage declines in stock market history. These events are not exclusive or not exhaustive of all market downturns, but highlight the most notable stock market crashes in October. And we've talked, I've mentioned in September and even in October, like we know we expect it to be Uptober, right? But it's never been like that. It's never been just straight up. There's always been something go on. There's always been that point. I phrased it like this. There's a moment in October where you're wondering, why the hell am I in crypto right now? It's never been this bad, but we got it again. It's wash, rinse, repeat. You almost get something like this, not like this, but you get those moments every month, right? And ironically, knock on wood, thank you, Jesus, that September was not Rectember. Like now October is Rectober. But those are some of the things I was sharing over there that I thought was of interest. I've noticed this. Now, I don't know if you guys know it, but I do have a Telegram channel, and there's two sections to it. It started somewhere, but it ended up over here, the Road Dog Lounge, and that's where I started doing all this stuff. But then I wanted to have a chart room, and I was like, how the hell do I do that? So I had to create another channel for the charts and all the technicals and stuff. But this is the basic place where all the chat is, and there's also an AI bot over here. I don't know if you do know this, but say if you're not a TA person, or even if you're trying to learn, or whatever, I've got a paid professional bot, AI bot over here. It's being updated all the damn time. And it will do TA for you on Bitcoin. Let's see if I can still remember how to do this. I haven't seen anybody use it, but it's a paid service, free for everybody over there. And this is Coin Trends, and it will not only tell you what's going on in the market, but it'll also analyze it by AI. And you can actually learn a lot about these indicators by reading all this stuff. This will give you some insights to help you learn stuff too, and also give you a strategy by AI. You can even at some point have it, you can give it, post a chart, it will do analysis on that chart, whether you draw on it or just have it there. It's a pretty cool AI bot, but it's available over here for free for Telegram members, right? In the lounge area. It's not in the other section, it's only over here. But it's got a lot of features. And if you type help or whatever, it'll give you all that. But there's a lot of little things that you can do. Trending, what's this? Trending search on CoinGecko. I don't know. What this is? What's you can get all kinds of alpha over here. So this is. Oh snap! I don't know what I did there. That was a mistakey. What was that? Chain Opera. Oh, shoot! I should get my list over here. Damn it! I need to start using this bot. It made my I'm around trying to round up information, and I've got an AI bot over here that can do it for me. I just haven't been using it. It's available for everybody over there, free. And then we got the other room over here. But what I noticed was I've got 140 members over here, and that's good. I appreciate that, and that you guys have found value. But what I noticed over here in the chart room, I don't have as many people, so I don't know if you guys don't know that over here there's another link that gets you over here where there's the vanity wall and the trade setups. Abe's Astro 51, Area 51, which we get into some GAN stuff over here, and Abe's really good at all this. Yeah, hey, he's very knowledgeable about this. Oh, cool. October, I haven't seen that. October 25th Bitcoin daily forecast. If you kind of like this stuff, Abe's got you on there. And media resources. I mean, there's a lot of these little topic areas. I didn't know you could do that. I would have done it on the other channel, but and there's a course over here. I got courses over here, things from other courses, full courses, and all this is free. I'm not a $99. I guess I could be. Of course, if I did, you'd expect me to be right in there almost every day with updates and everything. Nobody's really asked for that. Nobody's really expected that here. If I do, maybe we could start doing that. Nobody's ever asked me to post, my buys or my trades, the things that I find. To be honest with you, half the time I don't think to do it because I just look at the opportunity when I come across it. But I do have the trade setup area is a great place, and I really like to get a lot of people, not just me posting over here. And Chris, one of the admins over here, he posts some charts time to time. Abe posted one over here, and I welcome you guys to do that. And there's also the student chart area. Now this is for you guys that are just trying to learn TA and you just need some direction. Man, I got all the resources over here to teach you how to do this stuff. I've got books that you can, I guess technically, borrow from our digital lending library. Make sure that you re-upload whatever. I'm not selling a book, but there are the books that you would normally have to pay for that you can definitely read for free over here. Don't steal it though, but you can read it for free. You may have to download it to your computer or whatever, but try to give it back if we have to ask for it back. Okay, you can hold on to it till we ask for it back. How's that? So the student chart here, and that's a great place for you to post charts, ask questions about this stuff. And I post educational stuff over here when I come across it and scroll through all that stuff. And you can search all this stuff. I mean, Telegrams are really cool stuff. WDGAN, I got a lot of stuff over here, but the courses and the student chart areas are really good if you're trying to learn. I'm giving you a space. I just wait for people to start asking me any kind of question. I don't get too much. I'm just saying. I think a lot of you guys have a pretty good grasp on TA now. I bet when somebody new does come in, I make a point to try to put them on the right things, try to answer some questions that a lot of other people are going to sit there and charge you up to ask for. $99 subscription fees for a group that doesn't give you good sources for the information that they got. What you will get from me as I got a journalism degree. They ran it into my head to always credit the sources, all right? So you see me do that. I tell you about Thomas Bukowski. I tell you where I get my sources so that you can follow up and check and validate for yourself. I'm not just sitting here pulling something out of my butt. Oh, I think this pattern breaks up 60. They all break up 68% or break down 68%. That's pulling something out of your ass. I try to give you something tangible that has data behind it. And that's just what we try to do over here. Anyway, where are we at? I got on a tangent. Hey, everybody. Glad to have you. Let me just come over and talk to everybody right here. You can get me on. Oh, did I not do that? I didn't submit it. Squirrel! And while we got the poll up there, what happens if I do this? Oh, okay, good. Let me get everybody to shout out. Wow, I got to scroll up there. Scrolling. We got Haven. How's it going, Haven? Good to see you. I don't know if I got the very first people, so I can't give the shout out to the very first. It won't only lets me scroll up so far after a while. The fear is just spreading. People don't even know what's going on, but people are actually getting out that I know. Really? Well, I would be scary because I think a lot of people are thinking, you know, and fair choice. We mentioned it here too. What happens on Monday or Tuesday? But now we've already seen that the tariff thing's lightening up, right? And I don't think people give Trump enough credit and how his negotiation strategies and what he does, but I gotta say, I really think he is truly a master of negotiation. He knows how to get things, he knows how to balance things out. He knows how to do that. He knows how to make things win-win for everybody, and that's key in negotiation. You want a win-win scenario. That's the best way to do things, right? That's why they taught me in real estate. And I find myself having to do that here at home betwixt the family with arguments or whatever. We have to compromise, negotiate. And so I look at Trump and I'm like, dude, you are a master. And so I know it sucks for, well, you can't blame what happened in crypto for Trump. It may give them a narrative, but there were dirty actors that ran with that. Okay, they ran with that. But it gives him, you know, a holiday weekend, not just in the U.S. but also in China, for all this stuff to resolve. And sure enough, here come Sunday. There's some news of it. Easy to know. Oh, we're coming to an agreement now. It's funny how the purse strings will really bring things here. He knows what to do to bring people to the table and to do things. Yeah. I mean, think about Palestine and Israel. Now, when he threatens to put 100% tariffs on both of them, you straighten up, or I'm going to tariff both of you. Oh, yes, Daddy. I mean, okay, we got in trouble by the principal. You know, it's kind of like that situation is what it feels like, and that's cool. And I admire our president. We got a good president. I believe God put this president in office. A lot of people don't believe that. My wife doesn't even believe that. But he's doing what he needs to do. And we're seeing good business. He's a leader. That's nice to have a leader in the office for a change, because we haven't had a real leader in there. And they weren't trying to put a real leader in there anyway. They were trying to give us somebody that could just talk in circles with word salad. Can you imagine what this world, or our country and the world would be like right now? Can you? Because I can see exactly where it would go, and it was straight to hell in a handbasket on fire with blue hair and nose rings and nothing if you got a nose ring or blue hair. I'm not saying, but there's just a lot of wild, crazy stuff out here, man, with a lot of hate behind it, it seems, and we don't need that. We need to focus. We're in America. It has a history. You need to respect that history and continue that history. It was founded on principles that have worked and put us at the forefront of the world. And when we get away from the number one foundation of this country, which was founded on a contractual agreement with God, we put him in the Constitution. We made a binding agreement on paper, signed it with God, because he gave us those inalienable rights. And when we get away from it, that's when this country goes to hell. When you take God out of our country, is when we go to hell. We are the new Israel. All right, I don't know how we got on there, but there we are. Losing the trend line here, people. Let me come back to the chat here. Get me on topic here. I'm sorry. I was saying hi, and then is this? I'm on the right chat. I think I got the wrong chat up here. That's what it is. Let me. I got the wrong chat. 12 big deal. I noticed last night when I was reviewing my skill. I don't know if he's even here tonight, but there was somebody and he's posting. I meant to say hi, and I didn't get to, and I just saw that one on the old. That's how I knew I was on the old chat. Here we go. We got Haven Peck, Dave P. Let's go, Road Dog. Pitch it. I'm a ball. Pingu, don't hurt him, dang. So we need to take a look at Pingu. Oh, we got the little heart things going. I like that. That's supposed to help the stream. That's what they told us when they started putting them on there. Look, get more people in your stream. Play these. I don't know if it works or not. Crypto Ralph says the best TA in YouTube. Well, don't know if it's the best, but I thank you for the compliment. I do. I do think I've got a good little system. It's a little predictive, and I like that. That's exactly what I was hoping it would do for me. When I wanted, you know, you want to know where good entries and good, and the Fibonacci, once I dive down that rabbit hole, that changed me. And whatever I learn, I'm here to share freely with you. If you can ask questions and or whatever, whether it's in the Telegram group or here on the channel. That's what I'm here for, people. Crypto Ralph says Cherry Top is a weed strain. Is good? Shazizzle. Haven says Wave Row. Did you get your PFP, says Justin X Crypto? Wasn't that? Oh yeah, I did actually. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I had to think for a minute. Yeah, we like the setup on PFP. I didn't check it today though. I haven't looked at the chart. Let's do that real quick. How's that one doing? PFP. This one Justin mentioned last night. It's Pump Fun Peppy. I got mine on the Solana deck wallet. And how's it doing? This is a tiny ass chart. Let's go to the 4 hour. So it was last night. It was. Why don't we have the chart that I used last night? Where did I? Last night it was just peeking its little head over here, getting an official breakout, right? And it did. It broke out. We haven't made any higher highs yet, but that's a nice first start. Here on the 4 hour, you got the 9 crossing the 21 moving average. That should give us a nice little support boost to the upside. And from here, I'm going to come from this wick and go to candle bodies and establish my trend line. That seems like that is the most relevant at the moment. And we're going to watch it from there. And hopefully we'll get us a little deviation from here. Hopefully we'll start seeing this go up this way and go this way, get higher highs, and we'll ride this little puppy up. This was a very small Degen play, very small market cap meme coin. And giving it a shot here. Nice little formation there. Type of bottom. I call it a dirty Sanchez. I think this might be some. I don't know if this is what I'm starting to figure out. Everybody keeps talking about Crypto Faces Jesus take the wheel pattern, and I'm not sure what that looks like. I was told that it was on the Bitcoin daily chart, so it's got me curious, and I want to see that. And to me, I think it's this. And if it is, it's what I call the dirty Sanchez. And because sometimes they good and sometimes, well, actually, yeah, kind of like what happened here. Sometimes they go against you. I call it the dirty Sanchez because sometimes you think you're having some fun out there, and then before you know it, somebody wipes their finger under your nose and you're not very happy anymore. Yeah. If you don't know, you don't know. That's all right. So, but, anyway, but this can be a type of double bottom situation. So we just got to get past here. We haven't done it yet. So that's about 117. That's actually one of my next targets here for Bitcoin. If I can find a chart that doesn't look like it's been just plastered with everything. That 117 area. That's not the one I was looking at though, is it? Oh my gosh, I'm on too big of a high time frame here. Look at this though. Coming through the cloud, a little bit of green there, a lot of resistance, but 9 moving average is still up here on the daily at 118. And we were talking about that last night. What was telling me that, what was giving me confidence that we might be at an area where we can come up. We can at least try, if nothing else, a local bottom, right? Other than the flush out and the quick move, the moving averages, because they weren't down here with price. And that 9 is, you know, that one follows price very closely. It's not, they got to touch a lot, and since it's not coming down any quick, price, they got to meet halfway. So to me, it suggested we would be coming up there. So I would look to come up to the 9, then we'll probably bounce back down to the 21. So we're going to see some volatility, in my personal opinion, over this next week. But trying to make a higher high and start building ourselves back out of this little hole that got dug for us. The market has been cleared, people. Altcoins definitely at some juicy lows, and it's been easier to load up, so I'm very happy. I've got some bigger positions that I only kind of wish that I could have built up to throughout this year. My link position is bigger than it's ever been because of this, and of course I'm maxing out leverage, but I've got everything with layered stops, very tight stop losses, because there should be so much more upward pressure on these altcoins, right? And if I do with the layered stop losses, they're pyramided, so it just gets a little bitty orders at first, and then if it starts going south, it starts taking the big bulk of it, so that I can hang on to my capital. And that's what I'm doing. That's what's been working for me, and hopefully it can, if you find resonance with it, maybe it can help you too. The trend line over here suggests that we might bump our head. We can go all the way to 121, and I hope that doesn't make a lower high. We actually need to. You can make an argument we might be headed up to take out the high, or maybe a new all-time high, or at least retest that high, 126. After a move like this, the flush out, we can see this kind of stuff happen. Think back of COVID. It's slow at first. It's slow getting started, and it was slow getting started here. It's down, and then it starts picking up, hanging sideways, a lot of that, and then it starts picking up speed. We are in October. Market flush out. The bull run is on. We made it. It was you pay the tuition. You've learned the lessons. You've learned the hardest lessons, and the lesson that a lot of people didn't quite have, may not have learned, was you got to buy when you're fearful. You got to take a chance when you're at an area that's a good bottom, and go hard. And it's the people that are waiting till they get more confidence and get some signals that this is going to happen. The lower time frames have already given those to us, right, to kind of build on. And we can position ourselves with the lower ones right there with good risk management, and then build upon that as it starts increasing. And then by the time we get back, man, I'm actually kind of excited, because I think my bags are going to be bigger than what they were before. Even though the numbers aren't there dollar-wise yet, the position sizes are there. I've got some good position sizes that I'm very happy with on what that I do have. And even though my futures got, my US dollar account on futures got liquidated, I was left with that $300. That's what I was left with from, I think I had about 6 or 7,000. So they got me on my my futures account, and my little $100 BitUnix account is gone. Thanks to that move. But that was kind of the brunt of the real losses that I had, other than a few little spot margin trades there. But all the major ones, I made sure that I was locking in everything, just in case we were to go south. Because I didn't want, even if we just dropped just a little bit and went into a low, I wanted some capital to buy some stuff on that dip. And boy, did we get the dip. And I had an opportunity that I don't usually have. And so that's why you're hearing me sing a lot of the glories of layered stop losses. I'm got to take this song off of this playlist. Something about this one I'm not crazy about. All right, so this is the 6-hour Bitcoin chart. And smaller time frames looking a little iffy, right? Big Ichimoku cloud, but she's still hanging in there. So we can say one or two things. She's going to break up and be strong in 117 area, next resistance area. And you got a lot of people that are even trying to short Bitcoin right now. I don't think the move's over. I've tried it, and it chops you up. I don't want to do anything over here, because this is chop. This is where they get you. You get the moves up, and then it starts getting consolidating, right? and you're trying to make a play, this is where they can get you, right? This is where you start giving up your gains. So I'm chilling the F out and with my stop losses. And if you go up, then maybe I'll find a level and I might buy high to sell higher. I can do that now to add to my positions. Like if we do get above a level, you know, we actually clear some moving averages or fib levels and stuff like that. I've got a base point that I can put a really tight stop loss. And if it goes against me, it goes against me. I get stopped out with very minimal loss. If it takes, well, baby, I've got enough move. And as it gets up, say if we do get a break, as it gets up, that's not what I'm looking for. As it goes up, if we do get something like that, as it goes up and we come up to resistance area, I'm doing the same thing, man. Like if I put like add another $10,000 into my trade here, and it goes up, and then I'm layering stop losses, right? I'm layering them. So if I get rejected, it'll come back down, and then I at least get to keep the profit I got there, and might even get to try it again if it comes back down here, right? And if it doesn't work out that way, if it comes up and then it fakes out again and does like that, I've got layered stops already down through here. So I like it. It's giving me, they're giving me a more fine tuning over my risk management. And that's what you gotta have. I'm really leaning to that's the most important thing. Even if you suck at TA and you're an emotional trader, if you got some good risk management, you can build the bags. And altcoins, let's take a look at them over on the day. Nice come up, right? Now imagine seeing this like go on for about a week. That's what altcoin season feels like. Now, I'm not saying this is altcoin season by any chance, but we're getting a lot of rebound plays here, right? All these things that were decimated. Some people even got some lucky orders, limit orders in at some juicy prices. But now we got a fervor because now we got a buying flurry going in, a buying flea because buying. I can't even talk tonight. We got a flurry of buys going in. And the things are going up. Some of the coins that we looked at, some of them boomer coins like Dash. Remember we talked about this one? Look where it's at, $56 today. I'm just saying. I mean, it had a nice little break. This is a 15-minute chart. Let's go somewhere else. Where did we chart it? I got a chart on it somewhere where I actually. Oh wait a minute. We did over here. Let me back up. Was this it? Okay, I charted this one. Yeah. So I got target. They sounded crazy at the time, didn't they? What? $73, $85? That's crazy. That's it. Those are the points exactly. Fibonacci areas I expected to have reaction. Usually it's a possible reversal point. And so these make excellent take profit points in my personal opinion here. Well, I didn't even have any, I just had targets over here, right? I didn't draw any T. But anyway, there have been several entries here. $33 over here when it broke the, buying the breakout of the trend line right here. Or being gutsy and trying to get it on the dips. $38. This one during the drop, if I'm looking at this right, that would have been here, right? It only came down to $30. Now, some of these coins came down to nothing, and I think you can measure the strength of those coins by how far that they fell. The ones that fell the most maybe are not the strong of coins. Seems that the market makers had more of them to sell than people had holding on to, right? And there may not be as much stuff to them. That's one way to look at some of these coins. But now, this little boomer privacy coin, because privacy coins are getting some love. Not every country is having favorable crypto regulation, right? So privacy coins starting to become a thing, right? And we're getting a nice parabolic move. From here to there, you could say you got an entry right here. I'm on the 36-minute chart, right? Breakout was at $55. We're at 56 right now. This is a point. If you're looking for a trade entry idea, maybe you want to do a little perpetual a little swing trade here. 36 minutes. It may not take too. I don't know. 56. I don't know how long it's going to take it to get there. It didn't take it too long to get from 39 up to 58. So if you look at this as the bull flag idea, at the breakout, you would put this up here, and it takes you kind of in the middle. If you apply it as a AB equals CD, you actually get my target over here, which is at $74. And that's a Fibonacci 1.272 Fibonacci retracement right there for this little move. And or from another, that's my targets. And they got some confluence, and I'm in it. You don't have to be in it, but not a lot. Dash has not been the one over the past couple of years. Everybody said, you got to get Dash, man. You got to get some. I'm telling you, man, Dash is the coin. They weren't doing that. But the people that you did get in, or so size and saw some signs. I don't think I got into it until it was over here. And now it's the tokenomics, 21 million. That's a no-brainer. There's not enough to go around. Let's come back to the chat over here. Let's take a look at our poll. Where did our poll go? Did I erase it? Where's the poll? Did I put it on the? I put it on the wrong one. I think I put it on the wrong chat. My bad. There's no poll up here. Strega says we own early. Well, I'm way behind here. We got Joe from Trading Intuition. We got Dave P. We got Sin, Haven Pack, Crypto Ralph, MG Motorsport. Oh man, it's early for you. Thank you for being here. Justin X and Pup Fun Peppy Baby. Starting to look interesting good there. MG Motorsport says, I'm glad I didn't go into panic mode, but mainly because it all happened while I was asleep. That does happen. A lot of it, I think it happened with me too, because I stayed up all night. And I was setting my stop losses and everything. Because I was making a play, I was like, let's see if it works out. And I just made sure everything had stopped. I pray. I think I had some guidance. I just had that right feeling to do what you need to do. That's the benefit of praying to Jesus and praying with God, because there's some interaction go there. And I've had some instances today where I would normally miss things, but I even missed church this morning because I stayed up all damn night last night with this market. And felt bad about it. And only got a little bit of sleep. There's no way I can drive my family to church. But coming down here, just by the times that I come down to check the charts were the perfect times to get entries, and I see that as the gift from God. Nothing I can do by myself, but I can do all things through Him. We got Joe J. Haven, Mitchell Seisberg. Greatest day in crypto history on Friday for sure. Or gnarliest, not greatest, gnarliest. Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm waiting for Road Dogg on Pump. You know what? Let me do another poll. Let me do an actual poll here. I'm seriously thinking about it. I've been looking into it. I got with Grok to ask about it, and it looks like an opportunity I might want to take advantage of. I'm still streaming here on YouTube, but I think it'll be also streaming on Pump if I decide to do this. I can get your ideas. You gotta launch a meme coin to do it, so it's not like I'm trying to create this meme coin and I'm not going to shill it or anything. But I think the rule, as far as I'm still doing my homework on it, but if I understand this right, the only times you can buy the coin is during the stream, and I think the creators get the exchange or some part of the transaction fees, or so. I think that's how they get paid. I'm still working out all the details on it. I don't know how it works, but I'm kind of interested in the new opportunity just to stream on a new platform and try, I don't know, a meme coin. But if I do, I would need to have a cool name and all that. Still got a lot of thinking about. I do think that I would just make 21 million, not doing the crazy billion stuff. I want to mimic Bitcoin and not make it as freely available. And that should fit pretty good since we're a small channel or whatever. But if it ever were to take off and get on exchange, that's George was lucky to do it. He's a big YouTuber. I don't. If it does, fine. If it doesn't, that's fine too. But I thought I might try that. But anyway, so should I create a Pump Fun meme coin and okay. To stream live on Pump.fun. That sounds redundant, doesn't it? But I'm just trying to be as clear because I'm thinking about trying it out just to see. Or is that just, no, that's jumping the shark, Road Dog. That's too much. You don't want to get messed up in them meme coins. I'm not, I mean, you've had shaky people, you know, look at BitBoy and all of that. We got this coin. Let's go to, I'm not promising anything. It's just, it's just so, you have to do it to open the stream up. It's just part of the thing. If something happens with it, that's fine. If not, and, you know, it gives me something, it could be an incentive for giveaways. It gives me something to give away that might have some value. And I don't know, I've just been considering. I'll get some feedback from you guys. I'm praying about it and getting some feedback, and we'll see where it goes. But I did hear you, Justin. You might have some luck with that yourself, my man. I'm just saying. I'm trying to come back up and get with the chat here. So Linda Anderson, one crypto politician in particular knew exactly what to say to dump markets. Isn't it crazy how that works? Haven says, my risky, most valuable trade is Doge. I'm betting there could be one guy at least looking for a flag to the upside. I bet you are correct. That seems to be the main strategy, I guess. And it's okay, but I don't know. I see. I peeped them out. And then I seen him today when he zoomed out and drew a trend line, and right where he was drawing his flags to the upside, there was resistance. And that's what we were doing here. I was showing here on the channel. I was like, why would you draw a flag there? There's resistance right there. Why would you do it? It was like he just realized it, or I don't know. He sees it now, I guess. I don't know. I don't get it. But I mean, if it works for people, I guess. But I don't know. I mean, I traded this market totally different than the way he did from the bottom. I was going hard and heavy, and I'm looking at a bigger thing, and I think he seriously just goes on the small time frames, the 1 in 5 minute, and just charts flags and scalps. And scalping that whole move up, you missed it, baby. You get chopped up and trying to scalp. Scalp's not where the money's made. The big boys, WD Gann, all the greats said that scalping ain't where it's at, baby. I mean, you can do good, you can do it, you know, as your little side hustle or whatever, but it should never be your main thing, because the big money's made on the big moves, and you can only do that by getting in a good position at a good entry and selling at a good resistance level, right? And not just selling the first little red candle that pops up. Oh, I'm out. I don't know, man. I wasn't impressed with the trades that I saw. They were small trades when they were showing the trades, and that just shows a lack of conviction. Like, I'm only going to put $100 in this trade because I don't feel very, very safe about it. And I'm like, well, that tells me something, all right? I'm dead inside, Road Dog. Of course I chased. We're talking about chasing the candles or anything. Let me come over to the poll. The first one didn't take. Should I create a Pump.fun meme coin to stream live on Pump.fun? 73% of you say yes. 27% of you say no. I'm curious as to why the 27% of you would say no, because it might be what I need to hear. XRP and SWE are still under $3. I know. I was able to... I had a chance to get I wish I could have got it when it was under $1 when she dumped down, right? I had a big bag of SWE when it was around 60 cents. It goes between 30 and 80 cents or something like that, and I didn't have conviction on it. We go through that I find I go through that if I don't have conviction on it or something, and she's like, oh, they say it's gonna be good. Yeah, and I'm looking at it and wondering about the tokenomics, and I didn't have conviction in SWE when it was down there, and so I didn't care to hold on to that bag as much. But when I was on Fair Desk over there, I had I had actually a really big play on it, and it turned out good because I think it jumped up to, I think it might have been the first time it went toward $2. I don't know, but it finally did. But after that, I just got out of it, and I wish I had though. You always get that story. I'm looking back over my bags now, and I'm thinking, what happened to the big bag I had of this coin, and what happened to all the tokens I had over here? And you remember? Oh yeah, we took profits along the way. Well, where are they? We put them back into something else that died or something, or put it back into something else that's also down, or, and you just say, oh, that's where the money went. And that's an issue that I think is one thing to watch out for too. The continually rolling over of stuff. Now, it's good, I think, like periods right now to roll things over when things are down, but I think to keep doing it after things going up and you get you took profit on something and then you turn over and you want to throw it into something. That's the Degens talking, right? That's their insides. I gotta buy now. I fight with that. I do. I would find myself trying to roll it into another project. So maybe it's getting ready to go up, but maybe it's already up high enough, and then the market comes down, and then everything comes back down. So you just basically just lost all your gains again. I mean, unless everything comes back up to the same level that we were at, which altcoins have not had a good history of doing that, right? They seem to make lower and go lower, a little lower highs and a little lower lows. We've been on kind of a downtrend in altcoins. I think the best advice, risk management and position size is the most important thing. I like that. Yeah, I agree. Haven says, yes, you have 4 hours left. I know that stream went too. Oh my God. Has it already been an hour? It's already been. I feel like I'm still in my 15-minute introduction and it's already been an hour. Thank you guys for hanging out, 25 people. I hope I haven't bored you to death or talked in circles or anything crazy like that. I'm worried about stuff like that. I got to get to some charts here. That's what my show is about, charting and looking at coins and trying to screen through coins. And so I get caught in, I don't know, not do that. Front running airdrops. What companies will be giving away to get retail during a recession will be overpowered to grab, if not. And Celinda says, I don't get why alts went so low when Bitcoin only dropped to 102. I could see if it dumped like 80K. Yeah, other than the manipulation, that's the only answer that there is. That's the only answer that there is. We got screwed. Guess we got a crystal ball for the bear market. Hey, that's a good way to look at it. That is where they dropped it. Could be near the bear market lows. Give you an idea anyway. Oh my God, Adam went to a penny. What is that? Man, Cosmos does not get the respect that it needs. I just got to say that. For what is done in crypto, the opportunity is open for all these other coins that are pumping to the moon, like Binance Chain, built off of Cosmos SDK. It's at $1,300, $1,300, I think. And why Cosmos is like at $350 right now. And I'm not buying it up because it's not had a good history of pumping. And I don't think it's going to change. Maybe, I hope I'm wrong. I hope you go to $50 and I'll say, well, I've already got a bag of it. But I've still got some of it from last cycle because I didn't sell it. And because it was all locked up, I believe. And I was getting airdrops. That's what I like. I didn't have very much. I started out with 100 tokens. I probably bought it around the price it's at now, somewhere between $2-3. And I staked it, and then I got so many airdrops from just having that staked at the right time, I guess, and for so long. It was what I earned in airdrops outperformed whatever I could have got from those coins that I had there. So I was happy, and then they're still staking. So. And I've added to it. So Linda says, I bet it was Eric or Barron. It may not. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they could point the fingers at them so much, maybe, but I kind of think there's a little bit. I think there was so much intertwining. I think there's something deeper there. I don't know, but I want to see them find it out. I think they need to investigate whatever it is. Trace it down. Native promo. I call them Zeets. For tweets. Tweets turn into posts, says Sin. Well, I have heard. Yeah, I posted, and that's my post. Yeah, I guess that's it. They are called twat, says Haven Packs. That's what I thought. I twatted it out. Did you read my twat? See, I like. I kind of like the. What was that? This wasn't the worst crash. Says this wasn't the worst crash ever since Luna and FTX. Way worse. I don't care about value. I don't. Well, I'm getting different, but that one was. Now they. So that ushered in the, well, I mean, we still had some more bear market after that happened. That started, the Luna C and FTX has started unwinding all the other stuff. and then Three Arrows Capital and all that other stuff just started unwinding. It just cascaded on down. Yeah, that did help us kind of get there. But this one, I mean, this was just the dirtiest job, just blatantly dirty. Well, that's cool. Thanks for enough. Nice spot. Oh, the AI thing. Yeah, it's over there on the Telegram. Let me come. I'll probably, if I skip through it, I don't mean to do it intentionally, but I've got to save time because we got charts to go over, people. There's money to be made out here. MD Motorsports, apparently you are on the wrong channel. I was, wasn't I? When I was a kid, I said the Lord's Prayer and then sang the national anthem every morning before class. It was a better time. It was. It was. There used to. Was there prayer in school? There was, and then there was an atheist that wanted it out. Madam Mary O'Hara. That was a big thing when I was like, I'm not going to say my age, when I was little. Or when, maybe I read about it in the history book. Maybe I wasn't alive on Earth at that time, because I'm so young and beautiful. I'm only 27 years old, people. Still tell my wife that. But I don't even think they do. I'm not even sure if they do the Pledge of the Allegiance in you. I hope they do. But prayer was a part of school at one point. Like I said, at one time, God was part of our country and everything went really well. And when you get away from him, things don't go as well. If you got a contract, God's big on contracts. It's in the Bible, man. If there's an agreement, he keeps his word, right? Expects you to do the same, or us to do the same. ANZ is up 30%. What is it? Gator Squatch. Right. Let's take a look at some of these coins that Gator's ETT. Oh, and while I'm here, let me put my little marker out. I got a few coins to go over to look at, but I mostly want to look at things you want to. Put my little request marker out there, and I did get some ANZ. Gator's been bringing some nice little gem picks out here. Rises. I don't have any rise. Justin Muckasex said, so I read the actual volume on Friday was a little lower than Thursday. And could you take a look at the USD chart on Binance and please help me? I don't know. You might have to give me some more information. I don't think I'm getting the actual context of this. So I read the actual volume on Friday was a little lower than Thursday. USD. Let me go over there. USD chart on Binance. Tether to dollar. Is that what we're talking about? I'm not really sure what I'm looking for. So this is trading Tether, the value of Tether against the dollar. And so there was a discrepancy there where it got more intense. That's probably because of everybody trying to sell out of their altcoins into stables. Would probably be the reason why. And then that makes the value of that coin go up, right? It makes the value of the dollar go from $1 to almost $1.05. You will see that fluctuation here, and that's, some people use this as an indicator. There's this guy called Crypto Teacher here on YouTube. And I mean, he doesn't do TA like this, but he uses, you know, if you listen to him speak, I haven't heard, I mean, it's been years since I've listened to him. It's a little bit different. But that's one of the things he would look at was volume on altcoin and differences between, you know, the value of a stable coin and the actual dollar. So yeah, there's a thing to it. And I think that's what you're asking about. Are you saying, does it mean that this is going to go up? No, this just happens to fluctuate. It stays around $1, but sometimes it goes on this side. And you can read that as far as, you know, is the market scared it's going to go up because everybody's selling in the stable coins, or if it comes down, you know, it's cheaper to buy your Tether. You can get it at 95 cents. Nobody's trying to get into it. But some people use that as an indicator to help them navigate tomorrow. Oh wow, what the hell happened here? Moved to $1.20. When was that? Oh, is this year? And so taking that to consideration, you can also get screwed because they're getting 5% right there. If it goes up to like 105, you're getting screwed off of 5% of whatever you're trying to sell out of when you're trying to sell out to save your ass. Let me think of it that way. This game is rigged in all corners, I believe. Alexa, skip. Let me come back to the chat here. Gator Squad says 15 trillion, is that billion? 15 billion Doge Elon Mars for the long hold. I hope it does good. Let's see. John Gregory says, is this a fast move? Is this a fast move? Is this the false move situation I'm smelling? You mean like, is this authentic? I think a lot of it is. Okay, look at this situation. Everything is cheap AF right now. Bottoms. And we're on the weekend when Wall Street is not really here to do their little stuff, right? To come in. I mean, and it's a good opportunity for people to establish some positions at some bond prices. Is how I'm looking at it. Every market crash, it's a reset, and it's a good opportunity to go hard and manage your risk, and you'll find yourself a lot richer here, and you will come out of this hole. But if you haven't started digging already, and trying to, stuff is already starting to come up, right? Already up 11 to 15%. It's going to slowly climb back up, and you won't have a chance to build those bags, right? So you got to be a little more careful the more that we go up for getting in. So I hope that kind of, but it's like, are you expecting, oh, we'll come back in Monday, Tuesday, and dump? I mean, if there's more fear in the market, but Trump doesn't want the market to dump. He does not want that. I mean, that doesn't look good on him, and he he wants to make sure that he looks good. It means that he's doing a good job or whatever. It's how I think that's how he looks at it. And because when the markets crashed from the last tariff thing, I mean, he don't want that to stick around. He wants things to recover. He wants he wants America to do good. So I think we're going to see a kind of recovery like we did last time with the tariff scare, and it's already starting to happen now. So when Wall Street opens, Tuesday, or I think some equity markets might be open. I don't know, but I think we'll see. We'll see. For crypto, I think we're going to be on a little bit of a different thing right now. So I'm actually feeling very bullish, and I don't think I'm feeling I'm being cautious, but I made sure I took advantage of the opportunity when I had it, and I could have nailed it more, but I was still down there, at that very bottom. I got Bitcoin. I nailed that bottom on Bitcoin because it hit it 3 times, right? And I was like, hell yeah, I get to go there. I get to get in even better. First time I didn't get in that good, right? And I got stopped out. Second time I got it good. Third time it came back down again. Of course, I was taking profits away, and then I just went hard, and then it didn't come back. Yeah. There's so much liquidity, up to 138,000, says Slinda. Sicario, how's it going? When I was a young boy in the Ghost Forest, I'll go with that. In Germany, the warlock would always say, "Stop pulling on it; it'll grow by itself." But if you pull on it, doesn't it grow a little faster? I don't know. All right, so here's the liquidation heat map. Let's refresh this little guy. Let's do it how they do it. I was putting on the 12-hour. I don't know. I assume that's giving us a little bit more relevant data short term. And let's drag you over so we can get everything. So a lot of liquidity up here, 116, and then right in here. We're just in a nice little range. The charts are telling me I think we might have a chance to come back and test that 113-ish area. Whether we do it after we get to 117 or not, I mean, there's a possibility that happens. I'm kind of looking at that. But some of these charts, I just need to. Because we're just not having any luck, are we? It's just rolling up. We got that resistance up here, the 360 moving average on the 15-minute over here. This big Ichimoku cloud is getting big and thick, and it's trying to be like a swimming pool that price wants to dive in, and hopefully we catch here, but there could be a pullback. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. And we lost the 9 moving average here, and we've been losing it, but now we're actually getting candles sandwiched in between it and the 21. It's getting weaker, and it's all because of this guy coming in here with some resistance. But in the bigger picture, that's healthy. We can't go straight up. If we go straight up, we're going to come down hard. Can't just go straight up. We will come down. We are starting to round over a little bit. Okay, so here's some concepts that maybe nobody else is talking about that may be helpful. Some as far as patterns and things like that. This was a 0.5 fib. That was extremely important that we got past that, because getting rejected over here, I was looking for lower prices. That's my general rule. We get rejected the 50. Hope and pray we get a higher low, but you can come down to the basement area of our fibs, right? The lower fibs that we use. But we came down and miraculously didn't make a lower low and then pump. Yay! All right, so we've always got these ideas. When we break out of a trend line, when we break out of a trend, good chance to come back to that area and retest it. We didn't even come back down to the breakout area. That was kind of bullish. That was cool. Looked like it might be trying to do that. I didn't like the shape of the. I remember commenting on this pattern. I didn't trust it. Didn't like it. The little thing with the little pinhead or whatever. But you know, I'm paying attention to some of that stuff. What it really is. You got to break out and retest, and it comes up and then failed again. Technically, it came back and just retested this trend line twice. You could have been looking at it like this. Oh, swing failure pattern. Oh no, it's all over. But seeing that we did have a higher low there, one candle went up and then came back down, and still higher low. Man, that was a good sign there. And then, of course, your trusty trend line right there. And seeing that, put that idea together with this, we didn't make a lower low, and we just now broke out of a trend line. That's a buy signal. That's a buy signal. Wait until it gets above the 9 moving average. There's another trigger entry right there. Wait till you get past the level over here. Possible another good place. And getting past this level over here. Now, a lot of people would wait till this. Some people, more conservative, might wait till you get past here. And luckily, you know, it kept going instead of just doing what it did over here, which is go up a little bit and then come down lower and stop you out and all this other stuff. Once you get stopped out so much from trying those plays, you try to find other avenues, that's what I did. And that's why you hear me talking about trying to buy bottom of trend lines rather than trying to buy after. I mean, I'll add positions over here, but I absolutely hate entering position after waiting for it to clear a level, because most of the time it doesn't work out. This time it did. This time it did good. Bingo! But the rolling over here is kind of that's something to be concerned about over here. And so what we need to do, or what I recommend that we do, let's clear out our chart here a little bit. Let me get on a new chart. Oh, what the hell? Oh, this one's predicted, right? I've got targets on that one. Let me get this one. This one is, well, you're kind of predicted too. I need more Bitcoin. Here's one. This one's clean. This one's clean. Let's zoom out. Oh, yeah, we can get rid of this one. Let's clear this chart out. So, oh, okay. About forgot where I was here. Where is this? This is on. Oh, this is KuCoin's chart. Okay, this is KuCoin. This one gets tricky with my fibs because I gotta get this wick in there. All right, we can do it different ways, but let's do the wick in here. And I can see confluence with that wick. It's technically not right to do it here because it came down and then it come up and then to this bottom. So you're pulling from high to low. Technically, this is my low for this. So that's what we got to remember. And we're getting past the 0.5 or 618 fib there. Pretty cool. I'm on what, 2 hour time period? Yeah. We got this trend line coming right here. It's going to be some resistance for us. So I'm not seeing us getting too much past this 119, 118 area at the moment, but that's a good area to pull back from. That'll be taking us up to the 200 moving average, which is still in good. All these moving averages are in very bullish position, which was hinting to me that we had a good chance to gravitate back toward them. Not calling it a magnet because, well, I would hear from Joe, and you can't there's nothing that's going to be a magnet. I'll agree with that. It can act like a magnet. It can have maybe a gravitational pull sometimes, but there's no guarantees. You're going to snap back there like a magnet does to steel. You always know that magnet's going to attract steel, but you don't know if that moving averages is going to have that same effect, right? But it's just a mathematical thing. It just says 100 candles ago on this particular time frame, this was our average price. 200 candles ago, this was our average price. And we just cleared the area where 600 candles ago was our average price, and 9 candles ago was our average price. And mathematically, we just kind of go through. I'm expecting it to come up here and then come back down a little bit. And that's fine. Higher highs and higher lows is what we need. What I don't want to see is the possibility. Here's an idea. So we got this big ass bullish megaphone pattern. Sometimes they do a partial decline, right? That means like it could be a double bottom scenario. I can't. If the worst scenario, I would look for something like that. We lose everything and come down to a 786 Fibonacci area from this pool, where our low to our new local high is. That would be my worst case scenario that I'd be looking for right now, because when you look at the bigger time frames, we're bullish. And I've said that all week. I said the bigger time frames, even before the crash, I was saying, and it was kind of weird, the bigger time frames look bullish, and I was getting this, it was kind of confusing why they're so bullish. And the Ichimoku cloud and everything was saying we're ready to rock and roll, man. 3-day and all this, they're all saying good, still above the 9 moving average, like on the 2-week and all this other stuff. That dip that we had there just brought us down to the 21 2-week moving average. That's perfect retest of that, perfect place, and we're above the 9 moving average on the 2-week chart. This chart looks very bullish to me. Ain't nary a bearish thing that I can say on this 2-week chart. Was that when we? Yeah, because that was 102, right? Oh, today's Sunday. We started a new week. This is our new week. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Weekly candle close. That was our. Look at that. That's like a indecision doji right there. It's the biggest square than I normally see on them. Normally I see them look like this over here, right? If you do this is not my thing. I know a few of them, but this is not my thing. Some people just trade by candles, right? They read what the candles say, dojis, and how they relate, and the 3 candle patterns. That's not the kind of patterns I use, but there's something to it. It's just not my thing. But we're above the 9 moving average and looking. This is our new candle, and we don't know what the hell's going on. We're in that little tiny little sliver there. But above the 9 is good. The 9 moving average is at 113. That's the area that I think that we might be able to retest too on the 50-minute chart. Don't know if we will or not. We do. That's fine. I would rather us do it, really. Actually, it would. In a way, I would. In a way, I wouldn't, because it would trigger all my stop losses. I'd have a big pile of cash, but it would. I don't know if I would have the same position that I do now if I got back in. Right? Maybe it would be bigger. I would hope, but. If it comes down and just gets my stop losses, then starts. I mean, I could possibly not have the bit. I've got. I think my current position right now, it was just like 0.8 Bitcoin, then 0.1. I've grown it since we've been coming up, and now I think I'm like 1.2 Bitcoin is my position size on my spot margin. And it can be, and it can stay that way as long as we don't go down. If we start going down, then it's going to be giving back my stuff. And maybe I'll have enough gains that maybe I can open a bigger one than that down here, or maybe I'll botch it. So those are the things I'm playing with, because it's hard to get things perfect. But we had this trend line here, and we're rolling over. We might be coming back to touch this trend line. That's also at 113. I think this is what we were trying to figure out, our resistance areas. Oh man, they're just going to be so damn tricky. Because I want to pull fib from high to here, but I don't think that's going to be quite as accurate, because it's skipping over that wick. But we did get. Oh, we got it. We definitely got. It's playing that way. It's working. It is working. And actually, I think that's where I've been getting all my levels anyway. So it's actually working. This is our 236 area. I wish I bought more down here. Wish I bought more Bitcoin when it was like 112. I didn't buy enough there. That's what the fibs will tell you, baby. This is the area you need to be accumulating. Closer to the bottom if you can get it. You can pull the other fib from here to here. And that would tell you that from the high we had here down here, that would have told you that 110.22 was the good place. And that's exactly where I started going heavy. Taking that into consideration, and also this breakout and the triple bottom we got there, everything was screaming at me, you got to go, Road Dog, you got to get in. And there we go, it's stuck. And hopefully I will not screw it up. It's so easy to screw up a position. Trying to add to it too late, trying to do all these different things. This is spot margin, it's not as bad. But of my futures positions, I wasn't working on my futures as much over there. I did one, and I took profits because I didn't know if we were going to get past here. And I've lost so much Bitcoin on it. Now I'm in chop. I give it up in the chop, or was. And now it's starting to come back, and so I got to be very careful with that. And I got layered stops on my professional futures Bitcoin trade here, but we're gradually coming down. I know the calls for flags to the upside is the most popular call out there, forcing some kind of flag pattern here, but it's not what you got. It's not what you got. You got a pump, and then you got this bearish consolidation. This is what distribution looks like. This is where people are slowly taking their profits. That's what that looks like. Trapping people. And this is what it looks like. And I mean, I know you can draw flags however you want to draw your flags. It's a flag to the upside, Helen. Look, it's this. And we're candle bodies. That's why I go with candle bodies. I'm not looking, because I can make this look whatever I want to, right? And I can do all this stuff and give you the measure moves to the upside, but is it going to get there? Is it going to get there when you got resistance? When you got a bigger rising wedge? Can you see that idea? Squeezing a bigger channel. See the parallel channel we got there? Price travels in channels. And once I took that to heart and made that one of my mantras, my view on the charts became a lot more accurate too, because I'm always looking for a channel. There's one there. You just got to find it, and once you do, then you got the range that you're in. And yeah, 113.3, maybe even down to retest this guy right here that we broke out of. We just shot right through this level. It was resistance over here. We couldn't stay above it here, when we couldn't even get back above it here. And here there was still, we couldn't even make it even up there. And then finally we was blasted through and never looked back. We're probably most likely going to come back and talk to this 236 Fibonacci area, because that was I should have bought when it was close to here. And now you'll probably get an opportunity to get something at this 200 moving average on the 15, because we just crossed over. 9 is getting ready to cross over the 21 moving average. That will give us another little boost down. We'll test the 50. Maybe it will hold. That's good. If it does, maybe we got some more upside. I'm not going to rule it out. That scenario would be it making that rising wedge, and then could break out and go extremely parabolic, and it'd be kind of like that flag to the upside call, right? Maybe. So any kind of flag idea, the 382 fib area, from the low to high. So we pull from bottom to top, and now we got our target area. So bouncing from here at 114, maybe that would be extremely bullish. That could be a nice strong move here. What it could do is mean that we haven't got our top in. I think that's the more accurate way to interpret a bounce from a 236, is that your top's not in yet. You still got more to go. Because every one that we've had over here, I mean, when we it works out this way. Like you would say, we got the big, we could take a measure move and try to do A B equals C D, but that may not necessarily be what we got here, right? Measure move to 118. We could do the moon boy targets for it, but really what it means is okay, from low to high here, bounce off of 236, and then we went higher. Well, that's awesome. That's good. But really, what it's doing, the top's not in, so we come up here. Same thing I'm doing on the Bitcoin daily chart, because the price action, really, if you're counting, you're trying to figure it out by sections and all. It's got an extra section at the top. You're like, well, what the hell's that? How's that? We didn't have our top until this last one. Now we finally had the little local top, right? So this is now our new local top, and we're still looking at the 236. If we bounce here, well, this isn't our top yet. We'll keep watching it until we get it, and then we'll have it. But if this is our top, then it's this 382 is going to be the first place that we want to see it bounce off of. And that would be a good sign that, yeah, things are going to go good. Ichimoku Clouds tell me, I don't know if that's going to happen or not, because it might want to put us down here lower, touching the 0.5. This was a nice, big, strong move. Dow theory would kind of lean a little bit more toward these areas. And since we've also got this bigger Fibonacci from the bigger pull, it makes a little bit more sense that right around in this area, is it 112 on this chart? 112, 113 areas might possibly get retested. Might, if we do a bigger correction here. I'm seeing a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is a bigger move. Should get just a little bit more of a pullback, maybe down to here, and then try to make a fifth wave, whether it double tops or goes higher. Let me get Elliot's in. Elliot thinks the fifth wave is in. I think too, and we're working on an A, B, and then a C, which would take us down here or here. I don't know. He hasn't figured it out yet. If we actually start doing this, and then we'll get his target, but it should be somewhere down through here. So I want to see what happens here about 113.5, and then I also want to see what happens down here in this area about 112. And those can be some good places to re-enter or restack your backs. But keep in mind, if this happens, altcoins are going to dump, and so you might have a good chance to get some altcoins again here too if Bitcoin pulls back. That's the kind of look that we need to. The way I think that we need to look at the market. I've been going for an hour and 37 minutes, and I haven't looked at the first chart. No, excuse me. I'm going to step away from the chat for a moment, and I'm just going to start going over some coins, if you don't mind. I want to take a look at the ones that Gator Squatch brought up and see how we'll see how they're doing. ET. Oh, I don't have that one. Okay, let's go with ANZ. And Anton Finance. Oh, we got a. I don't have volume there. And then we got it over on Uniswap. I think you get on base, and Aerodrome Base. It's on Aerodrome Base, and I did pick up some of that. Oh, this is your. Let's go with the other one, ANZ. Let's go with the one on. Yeah, this is the Uniswap. And my indicator up on the daily. You see that? Let's look at these daily indicators here. Now, money flow's curving up. That's good. And all the things are starting to point up, even though stochastics were kind of up there anyway. Red dots. We also got the little green dot here. This is starting to get some momentum to the upside here, right? This is getting stronger. Nice curving. The money flow's not in the green yet. That means there's more. When it does go green, that's when it's really going to get good, right? We're getting set up for it. All right. So I guess that was a retest target that I had here, about 0.017. And what do we got? We were in this, we're at some resistance, which was here, and then we came down, and now we bounced off that. So now we're trying to look for some higher levels, right? Still kind of maintaining this little guy. Let's come down to the 4 hour ANZ. So that it got up to 4 cents and fell back to 0015. I'm like, big deal, dude. That was a big ass drop, which means it's a good time to get in. 60% drop from that. But from the bottom up to there, when it went up 174%. Since it bottomed out down here on the 50 moving average, it is up another 70%. you're getting with these many zeros here and the small market cap that this one has. This has got a very small market cap. You can get some big bags really cheap right now that could turn into a lot. And so shout out to Gator Squatch for sharing that with me, because I would not have been looking at this. I wouldn't have had a clue about it. So shout out to Gator Squatch for sharing his alpha. And that's part of what I love. I gotta turn you guys down, man. You guys are too loud. You hand clappers are too loud, man. How do we do this? I gotta do that. Hand clappies, where are you at? Hand clap, right? We gotta. Is that the? That's the pan. That's not the. Oh, here we are. Hand clappy. All right, I think I'm turning it down. Let's try it again. Is that lower? I think that's a little bit better. Huh? See if I'm turning it that way. I think it's the volume. Yeah, that's the volume. Oh, we got percent on that too? I didn't know that. Okay. Looking at my OBS stuff here. All right, so A and Z look kind of hot here on the 4 hour. I'm going to take a look at it on tiny time frame, like the 15-minute. Nice moving averages there. I see a little curve happening here. And oh, breakout resistance up ahead. But now we got two touch areas. I'll phrase it that way. Ichimoku cloud looks good. A little need to take a little break here on this little time frame for a little bit of a pullback. Might be coming back just a fractions of a penny before trying to go up. That's too small of a time frame on this one, I believe. Nice big flip of the moving averages here on the 1 hour. Beautiful. And as far as a target, yeah, we're just rather than pull out my fibs and do all that, we're just going to do it manually here. And we're going to do the AB equals CD, which is this guy right here, and we're looking at 0.005. For the next target. Next target. Should be going to 1.15, 0.005. Can we get that? I need to, actually, I'm just going to make you a measurement. There we go. You need to be big and fat so we can see you. So that's a good place to take profits. So hopefully we got this trend line here. I'm gonna get rid of, what's this guy? Don't need you there anymore. And we're starting to deviate from that trend line, and hopefully it will stick. We deviated, you know, we kind of had the same trend line back here, and then we deviated, and then she broke it. And that was always, trend lines will always tell you when you need to do something. Because most of the time when you do break a trend line, you come down. Sometimes you will go sideways and go back up a little bit, but eventually it will kick in. Maybe it's a lower high or something, an M top or something like that. It can go up. But trend line, that will give you, if you make a habit of doing something here, more times than not, it's going to be the right decision. All right. But if you wait till it breaks out and you think, but no, it's just going to make a flag to the upside, we're going to wait for it to do this and do that, or whatever it is, however you want to look at it, you missed your opportunity. The trend was broken. That means all the excitement that was here before that trend line, before that line was breached, it's gone. That section is over. It's history. It's no longer there. Now it may mature into something else, but when that line is broken, that's decision point. Do something. Stop loss, sell a little, sell it all, however you want to do it. And even if it goes up just a little bit more, chances are that it's coming back down. Only when it breaks back into the trend line. And that's very rare, but when it happens, be on that ride. You want to take it, you want to try that one. Manage your risk. Use tight stop losses, because if it breaks up, it should go hard and fast. And if it doesn't, it might just be the fake out. All right. Looks like we're trying to do an inverted head and shoulders here on this resistance. If you want to look at it that way, maybe. I don't really. Price, I mean, it came down technically from a high to make that, so maybe Maybe. I kind of like it when price comes down and then forms those to look for that. I would actually just be looking at it like, you know, a trend line and breakout. That's the easiest way. And that just helps you get a place to enter, right? Using the old, and that's not even the best way to have done it. It was candle bodies to candle bodies is the rule. And if you do that, that will give you the best entry, in my personal opinion. If you're picky with that, if you got a system to do your trend lines, not just throwing them up there willy nilly, kind of put some. And I'm sure every once in a while I don't always get it right, but if you do get it right, just go where you got the most touches. See, it broke out, and then it came back and retested that retest, or the breakout. Either one, those are entry ideas, right? Breakout and the retest of the trend line. I like to make sure that above the 9 moving average, or that it's above the 21 or above the other things that it needs to do. Sometimes I'll look at that, because if it does, we got a chance to recover it, get my entries, and then we can go. All right, so still looking for that. And then we had Rise, and I'm not sure what that is, but I will look at it. It's on Kraken MEXC. Let's get your MEXC. Is this what this one's doing? This is Rise. Rise Net, I guess. It may not be the right one because I thought he said it was up. Maybe it's this one. I wouldn't consider this one. This one looks like it's trying to make a bottom pattern here. They would call that an Adam and Eve after the big dump. Wow, man. This one was where? It was up at 30 something cents. Nice rounding parabolic move. That's over now. And even if you drew a straight trend line, boom. Yeah, of course, I think this was the dump, right? I don't, the dump. But trend line, if they would have honored your stop losses, a great place to put a stop loss. Trailing and trailing underneath a line like that. So you came all the way back. You went just a hair lower than bottoming out. This one's at a good place to accumulate. I can say that if you believe in it. She might have a little bit more resistance over here. Range around this area for a while, but let's see how she's doing. Oh no, she's retesting the should have bought more zone. Are you trying to come back into I should have bought more zone? I don't think so. Maybe it might, but so far it's trying to catch some support here. It's got some work to do, but moving averages are looking good here, except for this. 100 crossing the 200. I mean, it's bearish overall, but when that happens, about 2 out of 3 times, my statistics that I'm pulling out of from observation, that's where I'm telling you this, we can get a pump from that and try to go talk to that guy. See a little sliver of green over here, cloud. It looks like it, to me, I think this looks good. So, body to body. Possible retest of the trend line. Possible. May not even do it. May just bounce from here. It looks like it's about at a 0.5 or 618 fib. Great place to bounce. If it did bounce from here, you would be looking at getting past our next target, just a little bit above it, about 22 cents. So my next target is sitting here, right in this area. And I'm not going to draw the measure move, but that would be one of the ideas that might be playing out, especially since we're at a nice bottom area. It may have to struggle with this. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they come up, make a little flag up here, and then go. So I like what I'm seeing, that we could be catching something here on this. Just a little pullback, and probably getting some pullback on some of these altcoins. But man, oh man, look at this. Here on the weekly, what are you looking like? This little guy here, man, I finally got a little bit of that. I had to take a nibble because she's not backing down. Only during this crash has she backed down a little bit and gave me a chance to get some. Here on the weekly, for the top 100, still down though. We're still down. We're still down over the week, except for the top of this one, and it's mostly that one too. So coins are still down 15% overall. Still good buy places. Still good buy places, people. Because they're up 10% on the daily. Haven't caught up to it on the weekly. Might be everything might be all right in the next day or so. COAI. I think you doubled since I bought you. I think I bought this. I found it. I was able to go to PancakeSwap and buy some. And so I bought some that's on the BNB chain. because it got up to $16, and she fell back down to some of the areas that I thought were way too high. Back here at 7. I'm not going to buy that. That's too much. This one ain't stopping, and she don't look like she want to stop either. I don't know. I looked at the tokenomics on it. I mean, I looked at the coins, how many coins you got and everything, and it seemed like it wasn't too bad. Okay, it's 1 billion, but man, I'm telling you, this one's already got a $2.8 billion market cap. And we did look at it, right? Yeah, we looked at this. Maybe I need to look and see what's so special about this, or make it easier. Agent platform, model and GPU platform, AI terminal app. I didn't click on any of that. Oh! Yeah, they got all the little AI things that you can download over here. The libraries, Metalam and all that. You can run these locally, I believe. Did you download it, or do you just choose? I would think that you could download this. No, you pick it. You pick it, I guess. Use with Llama 3. Oh, I don't know. We were getting into some stuff. Model marketplace. I don't know all I'm looking at here, and I'm not educated on all this stuff to really comment on it. Looks cool as F though. Coming down to the 15-minute time frame, you see she had a dip, $9. Probably not a bad place. I'm just saying, from swing high to swing low. Tells us we're just leasing. Man, I wish I bought some at $8. Yep, that was in the I wish I'd bought more coin zone. That's just what I call it. Between the 0 and the 236 is the, man, you should have really stocked up there. And you technically got you a breakout over here. So yeah, 850 right there was a beautiful entry. Just $1 or so above it, and I know I said I don't want to get into it because it's too high, but then you find out it's $17 next week or something crazy. I mean, seriously, looking at 412 and everything, this thing is just, it reminds me of Caspa when Caspa was first going. It just kept going. 3 cents, 5 cents, 7 cents, 10 cents, 12 cents. This is what this just kind of is on a nice trajectory. You cannot deny that. And rising up this way, resistance there. Overall, that's kind of our trend here. See if we can zoom it in, tighten it up just a little bit. Yeah. And if I'm drawing this right, we should be coming up to a point of resistance here. And if it breaks bullishly out of this and holds it, it could surpass that $16 area here. Elliot, have you got an account for me? Is this your 1-2? That's your 1-2? Elliot thinks it's going to come back down to $5. Elliot's been smoking crack again. I think you got a problem, Elliot. Sometimes I swear I do. If you turn out being right, I'm still want to call you a loser. All right. It don't seem to be wanting to go to $5. It seems to be wanting to try to go up higher, but that's just what I see on the smallest time frame. Let me come back and see what kind of coins you guys want to take a look at. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. Let me go over a few. This is SNX. Now, one of you guys mentioned it up, and I haven't been in this for a while. And was it you, Gator, or is it somebody else? And I got back in because I was like, hell yeah. Synthetic Assets is the name of the game. And they've been around for a while. I guess we were looking over here, somewhere around 116 or whatever. Where did you go down to? And she popped up, man. This one's showing a lot of strength here. So it kind of hung around recently after the drop down to, where'd it go? It only dropped down to 52 cents from 150 to 50 cents there. I still got, I had this was a trade setup I had. That trade setup, it actually, did it stop out? Oh, it didn't reach the stop loss thing until the dump. The trade was still in effect, but it was kind of lackluster. It broke this guy. We were expecting it not to break this guy and continue up, and it didn't. So technically, once it broke that, you kind of would have wanted to squash the trade. If your idea is not playing out, why are you still in your idea? That's kind of the basic principle from it. So that should have been cleared out a long time ago. But I've had a little bag, and I've been working on it. And then wow, look at that gains today, man. So from here where she was hanging out just recently, this one popped off 100%. Moon bag, baby. Pull your collateral out and you got a free bag of this. If it comes back down after you pull your collateral out, you can do your moon bag idea. What if it came back all the way down here after you moon bagged it? You get to open up a new moon bag. Yeah. Try it again, because you're at the bottoms where we're covering. Best place to moon bag anything. I got targets, but I'm going to 207. I'm going to clear this out. So synthetics. Oh, nice. This is where our bigger targets can come from. Nice rounded bottom there, and you know what they say. Those rounded bottoms, as cute as they are, they pay the bills, baby. Swing high. This is December. This was Christmas Eve. That was the Christmas gift right there. And swing high to swing low. I gotta tighten up my thing over here. So Fibonacci strategy, this is a simple strategy. If you're a swing trader and you're not, if you haven't seen this before, doing the fibs this way, it's all you need, baby. It's all you need. If you're trying to swing it, and you know this is where the best place to build a position is anywhere under $1.24, because once she gets out of the wish I'd bought more area, she starts going. So she hit her first target, what would be my first target area, and now we can start looking at this juicy guy over here. So we're expecting some resistance and maybe a stronger pullback over here about 246. It's only 176 right now, synthetics. If it wants to pull back a little bit, I mean, I can do another fib pull and time it in, but just looking at these guys, you can see the levels that we break through. And that would be a retest of those levels first. So it's at 176. Let's zoom in. Let's go to the 4 hour. So this was nice. This is an idea that this was a rounding guy right here, right? Look at that spike back there. Let's see if we can make some sense of this little down here. Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like we got the Stegosaurus pattern. Hey, Strega. Do you know you have a pattern named after you? You do now. The Stegosaurus pattern here is really upside. All eyes on the little upside. Expect some resistance right up here at this Fibonacci at 209. If you bought the larynx, the little Adam and Eve, or the little Adam's apple area down here, you could be up a whopping 100% and moonbag that little guy. Here on the 2 hour chart. Will she go higher? She's wanting to pull back right now. And we'll come to the 15-minute over here. We can see that clear to the top of the head is a sign of resistance there. What's that? You look weird. You look weird up close, I'm just saying. Nice big move, possible double top, or is a flag into the upside? She should come back. I would look for a 50% retracement and maybe catch the support right on top of this guy, 143. Normally I'd be pulling my fibs out and going into detail. I'm just trying to kind of get the basics right now. on some of these things. And I looked at cake. I want to take a look at cake. There's this pancake swap over here. Let's zoom out to the 4 hour and see how she's doing. Oh my God, it's crazy. It's like those targets that were crazy ass targets. No, Road Dog, those targets are too high. We'll never get there. Oh, down here. But we did. We got up to, you did a lot better than me. You almost got up to that one, almost to the 470 target. 32618. What is that? I'm trying to remember what I had. They're fib targets. All right, so that stuff is played out. Let's nailed it. Normally I would copy that, but I'm not made for it. We got a full-on reset. Went back to 263 there for cake, and now it's at $3 again. Crazy how that works, isn't it? Swing low to swing high. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. First target got hit. Might be pulling back down a little bit. Might be able to get this one at 3 if we do get a little pullback. 9-moving average is still down here. We probably have to reconcile. So there might be a little pullback in this one, and before it starts working, it's a little happy tail up to 384, and then of course 418. But if she's going to make a higher high, well, you pulled all the way back though. Let's see what she does over here. It might have to take a minute to do that series of lower highs and higher lows. And our little target is our 113. Fibonacci. Do you see how that worked? So we're going to go over a high and make it worth our while here. 42% gains up there. If we are going to pull back, I'm looking for a 0.5 or 382 fib. 0.5 is right there. Just need to draw a line on it this time. Possibility, well, let me put you back. Possibility we might just catch here since we're in such a bullish part of the structure, bottom area. A lot of times you can see that the 382, the little flag might happen right there. So couple little areas to look for the possible retracement. Oh, come on now. So bearish cross 9 over 20 over the 100. I mean the bigger ones look good. The smaller ones they're still doing catch up. 9 below the 21. They're kind of all pointing toward this little 382 fib area. A little deeper retracement for a as Charles Dow's call where we retrace 50%. Could do that too. If we bounce off of this one, I would expect to see 3. Really well either way. Either place we bounce, but. I'm kind of eyeballing this one just a little bit more. I want to see what happens here first. Right there first. See what happens there first. This one's kind of a bonus, but it might come into play. But I'm kind of really focusing on this one. I want to see what happens here and see if we can get a nice little quick ride up there in the 384. For cake. 21 people hanging out. I'm losing people. Oh no. So that's kind of odd. So let me come back to the chat. Seems like we had more people when I was in the chat rather than on the charts. Hey Jim, how's it going, Jim? Good to see you, my man. It's a lesson why cash is so important. Being able to hit days like this will reward you for being patient with rebuilding cash reserves. Spoken like a true OG, I would say. So Jim trades a lot of stocks too, and he's still loud. Jim trades a lot of stocks, and every once in a while he'll have me look at stock picks over here. And every once in a while I'll jump in on one, and was it LDSY? That's one that I like, Jim. It's been a slow mover, but she's more than doubled now, and just slowly keeps on going up. Just I like it. So shout out to you, Jim. Glad to have you here. And if you pay attention to what he says, he spits alpha. He spits alpha. Okay. So when Jim speaks, it's good to listen. That's all I'm saying. John Gregory says the Band-Aid was ripped off instead of a slow bleed for a change. Yeah. And I know a lot of people are, but I'm telling you, if you're hurting, man, you've got a great opportunity to rebuild. And don't sleep on it because it's not going to last long. It's not going to last long. Manage your risk, but this is time I'm going hard and heavy, managing my risk. But I'm trying to build as big of positions as I can while these prices are down here. If it doesn't hold, man, well, my stop loss is hopefully, unless they don't slam us down again and cheat us all and give us a double screw in, which that would suck. But it shouldn't happen. It should be a reset. Now all eyes on them anyway. I'm sure that they don't want to be in a federal prison somewhere for making stupid decisions or extradited to the U.S. Test small going in, tight stop, layer in as it goes up. There's a plan. Layer stop just below my each new. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing too. Exactly what I'm doing. You got it. You got it. That's what. No, I mean, not that I'm the bee's knee expert. That's what I'm doing right now, and it's working really good. Working really good. Gator says, buy the dips. These cheap coins won't be cheap for long. That's true. But we don't want to chase, because the market makers are still playing the chase game, right? It seems loud. The chart looks like a dragon. Wow, we're way behind time. All the new orders I made got canceled. Exchanges are way too greedy. Yeah. You gotta. Okay. What I'm doing. I got close stop. I mean, okay, here, a Bitcoin, for instance. Let me come down and look at Bitcoin. Especially if I'm because I tried to add to my bags over here, right? But I had to go tight at stop losses. So if I throw like 10,000 or something in here, I don't want to lose it on the way back down. So, like, Bitcoin's perfect, man. Every $100 you can double up what you got, right? And it keeps coming down, because if it's going to drop, how many $100 did it drop here to kill it? It doesn't have to drop too many $100 to ruin the trend, right? And it got all the way up here to 116. You got a little range there. Basically, what I'm trying to do, let's see, John, where's the little line? So if I were waiting, if I don't like to do it, but if you break this level and I'm trying to see if I'm trying to get in this level and see if it will hold, in hopes that, yeah, flagged up, or that we're still going to go up. If I enter here, I want to pyramid my stop losses, right? So the first little 100, maybe you can even do it small, and these you do them small because they'll probably get taken out, right? So I don't want to put my whole stop loss real tight. I want to layer it, and you can do that. You can layer your stops. You can put as many stops on most of these exchanges as you want to, right? If you go in and do it on the type of order you're placing, not if you go to the little, like on futures and says set your stop loss. Yeah, that's a one and done deal. But there's other options you can do, conditional orders, or I'm just using stop market and just layering them like every $100 here. 1,000, maybe 500. Next little rung I'm doing 1,000. Next rung I'm doing like 2,000 or 2,500. Next one I'm doing 5,000. And by the time it comes down those few $100, if it's going to break that trend, I get all my $10,000 back, right? Within a nice little spread of only like I don't know, a small percentage by 10x. So what? It's working. And what's even better, all the stuff that I bought down here when I went hard and heavy, yeah, I've got like some 5,000. I've got some stop losses. I'm going to take profit if it starts giving it back. Grow cash reserves, kind of like Jim's saying. And if she does come back to 113 or whatever, well, then I can find a good entry. I might try to go hard again. You need a trend line. We're on an angle, man. I keep getting it. Hopefully it will hold. But on this time frame, that big cloud, usually when you get that far into a cloud, it wants to spit you down further. So there's a situation. Okay, we got to talk about. you know, they come back and retest these areas. There could be. It might come up here and do some kind of double top scenario, give us a little lower high, come down, lower. You know, there's some all kinds of things that it could be doing. But there's a possibility of a deeper retrace. There is. I don't want to see it go down this deep, but you know, coming back down to these areas, 111. Technically, I've got. I don't think it will, but there's a scenario where it could, so we want to be ready for that, right? But I've got layered stops all the way up here. The more you come down, the more profit that I'm taking. I'm using it in reverse. I'm using my layered stops to kind of take profit too. Not just to save me for anything I end up here, but for all the stuff I got down here as it comes back down, I'm getting stopped out into profit. And then I can see if I got cash to put in on the next move, next breakout or whatever that we got to play over here. That's what I'm doing. There's tons of different ways to do. Oh, we're on top chat. I got to change that. Should I create a pump? .fund meme coin into stream on 70%. We're still there, so we're going to close it. How many people? 25 votes, 75% say yes, 24% say no. And I asked if there are any reasons why not to, just in case maybe you know something I don't, and I can't really. I need to go through the chat and see. I don't know. Selena says I'm underwater on SNX from the drop. It'd be a good time to add, or it was. I don't know. It's kind of getting back up there now. Let's take a look at the SNX. Take a look at the history on it. SNX, it was $28 February 2020. That's 4 years ago. And oh my gosh, 3 cents 7 years ago. She's never went back. Decentralized perpetual futures protocol built on Ethereum mainnet. Synthetics uses a hybrid design, off-chain order matching, blah blah blah. They were supposed to have synthetic assets last time. I thought that's what they were doing. I probably need to stake SNX, and this might be old. I need to do an update on that. Maximum supply is 343 million, which is pretty gosh darn good these days, not in the billions or trillions. So you can get some moves, and that's how we can see $28. It's got a use case and everything. $600 million market cap, so it's around mid-level market cap right now, and we can see it go up to $1 billion and become a large market cap. 174. I like the tokenomics. I like them when they got something under 1 billion coins, because they can make the gains. The ones with the billions and millions, you're not going to see the multiples of gain. I mean, you can in relatively, but man, they're not going to hit over $100. They're not going to do all that stuff. But this one could. In the bull market frenzy, which will come within the next few months. We are so close to the end, people. And this last leg is when it all gets real fun and exciting. And as long as our exchanges will let us take profits and honor our limit orders and stop losses, we might actually have a chance in this game. Are you going to hold the 50 moving average on the 50-minute time frame Bitcoin? I'm all for it if you do, but if you don't, I'm still looking for lower. Come back to the chat. Let me scroll down here. He's really got to figure out something with super chats. He skips right past them all the time. Thank you for saying that. Let me come over. I guess. Sorry, let's go over here. I don't ever try to miss them. Well, I only got one. Okay. I remember hearing it. All right. So, but I did though. Yay! I did them anyway. So thank you for the super chat, Gator Squawks. I did go over each one of those. We did go over each one of them. I don't know if you were watching at the time, but we did. But I didn't see the super chat. But thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate the support on the channel, because I'm 100% crowdfunded. I'm not over here showing you anything other than maybe a Tangem wallet or something, you know, as a little bonus little thing. And there are to gift memberships and stuff. And we may be streaming on pub.fun. I'm still looking on that, trying that out. It may have a... So if I do that, I've got to come up with a meme coin to open up that to be able to stream over there. And I'm already kind of leaning toward 21 million for maximum supply Mimic Bitcoin. because I'm not going to do this billion crap and all that. And it's got 5 zeros. I'm not into that. If it has value, it'll get value. If it doesn't, then it'll just be a little, whatever it is for the pump access or whatever we do over there, and giveaways and stuff like that. I'll still do that. It's not so much about it, but the token, you have to do it. You have to make a token to do it. But so, having said that, I will need the snazzy name that kind of sums up whatever we are, whatever this channel is. And I can't commit to how I would do. But I want if I do start that, I want to be able to give stuff away. I want to be able to on stream, whether you're on Pump.Fun or however. So I'm still figuring all that, still looking at that, but it seems interesting that you can actually stream related to blockchain, and there's an way to have an income stream with it by the transaction fees for anybody who might. I don't know. It looks interesting to try. And they say it pays better than YouTube because YouTube doesn't pay worth crap, so it might be worth trying. My wife thinks I should go with Turkey Dog as the name, but I did put over in the Telegram group, I put a pinned message over here in the lounge area, saying I'm looking to stream on Pump.Fun, meme coin must be made, so I need coin suggestions. So I was getting some feedback over here, feedback requests, and I appreciate that, and I still got to go through them all. I haven't had a chance to go through if there's more than these to go through it, but so far we got Dang It Sean, we got Griff Gobbler, combined the turkey head for our flag to the upside for that, and then we got Master Chartist, Attention Degen Disorder. But to be honest, your name is fine enough as Road Dog Crypto. That might be an option. I don't know. I mean, George got, he just Clash of the Titans, so he just called it going Clash. And I was like, well, that's catchy. That's a great little name. Something easy to remember, and I don't know. I would like to have a one-word. I don't know. Still, there's just some things I'm just pondering about. I haven't committed to doing anything just yet. And a lot of people try to stay away from influencers doing meme coins because it usually doesn't end well, right? And so I don't want anything like that. So there's no promises or anything. It's just whatever it is there. Memes are usually, totally... the community value is basically all they are, and you definitely don't want to hold it for years or anything like that. You'd want to play it just like you would any other coin and take profits whenever it's appropriate. But what I would not do is be dumping on people. I wouldn't be. That would not be the thing that I would do. That's what they all say. No, I mean, it would be. I'm not one. Listen, another influencer came up with a coin called Mandy. They're no longer streaming. I'm here to stream. I'm not here to do any kind of shady stuff. So I just want to try to make sure that is totally out there. God's just not going to let me do anything like that. All right, so may come back to the chat. I went over most of the coins that I wanted to go over. They were kind of doing something. Did we look at Pump.Fun though? Because I think, or Pingu, it was Pingu I think Haven mentioned. I want to look at Pump.Fun and then look at Pingu real quick. This is Pump-O-Mix-C. What are you, 0.004? You took, let's go to 4 hour or something like that. You took a hit. Look at you. Did you Gartley on my ass? Oh, sorry, I'm using things. So our target areas got hit here. What were you? Oh, this is the 382 and 0.618. Came right up to the 618, didn't nail it to touch, but you do realize if I give you a target area, it's an area. It's not a certain pin. You'll never get the exact pennies, and it'll vary on exchange to exchange, varies on where I put my trend lines. They're air. There's like a little fuzzy cloud around these lines with a little spread on each side. And actually, the fact that it didn't come up and tap the actual fib, I sometimes read that as a little bit of a bearish sign. So I take those little things in consideration when I'm reading the charts here. I think you got us. Yeah, you did, didn't you? Did you do it? Let's see. Yeah, pulled back to the 618 area. Yeah, came back up to. Oh, you did a Gartley 222. with we'll consider that an 886. Yeah, your 886 retracement, right? Did you give me a 786 or what? I believe now. I do harmonics different, all right, and I figured this stuff out, but I'm learning some cool stuff here. If I understand this right, I believe this might be a Gartley 222 pattern. You don't have any of this stuff over here, do you, Thomas Bukowski? I don't believe he's broken all the. Oh, he don't have the 222. I did. I just learned about that one recently. Because I bought a really cool book. Including Marshmallow also bought the book. I put it over in Telegram. Good. But I don't have it near me to show you. Because I found another analyst that uses I resonate with him. The way he does his fibs is a lot the way that I do them, and I haven't got to really dive in deep and study that, but I finally found somebody else that the way that they do things is very close to the way that I do fibs, and so I want to learn from them. So we got a bullish Gartley over here. Looks like this, the way they draw it. 618, 618. And we're looking for a 127 or a 1618 on the bottom, and that should bring us back down to about that 886L area. Do we have what were you? Come here, Gartley. 127. It's a range. So that's where I don't like. It can be this or it can be that. I don't like rangy things. I want solid, definitive things. So we're looking at 886, and that should be right. Oh, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. I can't get it exactly. But right in here, if I wanted to get it exactly, I just pull my fibs, right? Swing high, the swing low. And 886, 786 areas right through here. This is a bullish Gartley. And what this means, these particular patterns have like a 90% chance to, according to the resources that I've seen, 70 to 90% chance to play out bullishly. And the simple targets that we got, if we want intermediate targets, we're basically looking at these guys right here. And if we want the sweet main targets, we're looking at this guy here. And I'm going to do one better for you. I'm going to give you the the negative 0382 area. Oh, you didn't do it. You didn't line up. Is that my fault or your fault? Oh, it's probably my fault. Get you. I gotta be picky. And yeah, see, it was my fault. And right here, AB equals CD target. What's all this stuff? This is from previous stuff. I guess I can leave that up there because I did another little. Oh yeah, we did. That was a 161A or a 161. I'm talking to myself here. I don't know if that's with this. Anyway, I'll leave the previous targets up here, but these are going to be the new ones. So higher target, I'm looking at 0.01135. Okay, we got a little bit of confluence here for this 113. I'll leave it up there. That's not really based off of this guy so much, but that was based off of, I think we did an Elliott wave calculation for the third wave. Are you invalidated? I don't know about that. And at the very top, the A point is also another target. That's at 0.009. But this little guy right here is the main little target that we're looking for. Right here. So this is pump.pun, and this one's been an educational one with this pattern, in my personal opinion. I'll just leave them yellow. I just want to change the colors. It doesn't matter. So we're looking at, let's see, we'll put these over here because I'm going to get my percentage scales out. See if we can make it a halfway decent looking setup chart here. So how would you play this, Road Dog? Well, I'd play it just like I do everything else. I'd put my fibs down here and see that we're testing the best place to buy zone, 0.0042, trying to leave it, just came back into it. Build a bag here and then try to sell it at these targets up here. And if I do that, you'll be looking at 27%, 57%, 83% to the main target, 87% to one of the main targets. And then if it goes on, you still got some of that bag left. You'll be looking at right around 100%, and then our higher targets that can be coming into play there. So this is the Gartley harmonic pattern. This is William A. I think it's William H. Gartley was the kind of the one that kicked all this harmonic stuff off. The original OG, and then the other people built off of it. If my studies are telling me correctly there. And we want to, let's go over here. People, this is what they teach you in those expensive courses, okay, that you sign up for and pay for. The ones that they charge $5,000 for and all that, so the gurus can make their money or give you a subscription fee if they're really doing their job. These would be the kind of things that you would hope to learn there, okay? I'm doing this here for free for you guys, and if I hope that you're paying attention and not just saying, I'm going to slip somewhere else because this is boring. This is, if you pick up these ideas, you can amp up your game without paying some guru to teach you something that you don't know if they're even going through good resources. All right, so resistance up ahead, we want to keep that in mind. We incorporate everything. I'm using everything. I'm not just going by one little thing, right? Or one little flag to the upside. I'm incorporating all my trend lines, my moving average, whatever, everything. Let it all come in together and help me figure out this market. And this one is telling me, I know it's it's not really a meme coin. It's got it runs the pump.fun thing, right? It's not one that I would just normally choose, but the chart's telling me we got something here. So buying here or a breakout or wherever your entry is, but I'm just going to assume here. I want to put this little guy, and we'll get our percentages. And I'm going to post this into the trading group. We've been going for 2 hours and 26 minutes. Oh man. I can't keep doing this. My sleep is shot. I mean, it's not anybody's fault. It's just that I have no sense of time. When I get hyper focused, I lose all sense of time. Pump.fun. This is on the 4-hour chart. It's got work to do on the moving averages. 200 is still up here. And this is my trade setup. And we will... hopefully we can remember and monitor it. So we're documenting it, copy the image, taking it over here, going into the chart room, into the trade setup areas, and we'll post it over here. All right, so $PUMP. Oh, snap. What? I'm hitting the wrong. What is that? I have never done that. Okay. It's in black and white. You can print it? I've never even tried to do that. All right, well, learn something new. All right, one more time. Third time's a charge. So they say. It's shift $pump.fun. Apparently hidden control gives you some different ideas. Or pump. Pump.fun, 4-hour chart. I'm going to say nice Gartley harmonic pattern with reported, as I've heard it reportedly around 90% accurate is what I'm hearing. The statistics I'm coming across is giving me between 70 and 90% on these. 90 is what I got on the first one I first learned. Now, some sources say 70%. That's more accurate than probabilities of playing out than your typical chart patterns. Okay. Great swing. I think it's a great swing trade idea. in my opinion. See live stream. For details. And so I'm going to post that over there. We post the chart. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my God, that almost looks as pretty as some of Joe's charts. Joe take and Joe puts little notes and stuff over it. Joe does. I mean, sometimes when you see a stream and we get a lot of lines and everything, but if you've ever seen Joe's chart setups, it's a work of art. I'm so envious. He's such a talented chartist that I envy. He really takes his time to really do all this stuff. If for my charts to look as pretty as this, and this one looks very pretty, I owe this to Joe, because otherwise I would be just doing some sloppy stuff. So Joe's making me step up my game. I can't be lazy anymore. No, you want a nice clean chart, but that's nice. All right, so let's get out of. We got that. Oh, I need to. Since I mentioned a live stream, I guess it's only fitting that I. Oh, I can't do it from here, can I? Can I go over here? Is that us? This is us. Okay. I want to put a link over there. Can I get that? Open. Do I need to do that? Open. Can I copy link? Save link. Copy link address. Yes. Wait a minute. Should I copy a clean link? I don't know. What does that mean when you say clean link? All right. So paste that over here and let's see if it gives me what I need. Did you do it? Yeah, okay. So that puts a link to the stream over there. I'm gonna start doing that over there. The cuts, I don't have time to type everything out, all the instructions on there, because it takes away from you guys, right? Pump.fun looks kind of interesting to me. And then, what was that? Let me come back up. Glary Marshmallow, $1.99 super chat. Book buddies, hey, yeah. Have you got to study the book? Have you learned anything from it? I haven't spent a whole lot of time there. I've been going through it, and I did see the Gartley 222 pattern, and I found that a little fascinating. However, Bukowski kind of had the same thing, but he didn't call it a 222, and I forgot why it is called a 2. It seems like there was something special about it that the guy was talking about. Glittering Marsh. Oh, I think we got it. We got that in Telegram, right? Was it in student charts? Is that where we're talking about it? Let me blow this up. There's probably a picture of the book, because I think she put a picture of it over here. Was it here or was it in a different area? Cowbells. I don't think it was over here. I think I would have mentioned it. I think I would have mentioned it over here to share. Has it been that way before? Maybe it was. I won't spend too much time. It might have been over here. Your resources. All right, so I forgot, but yeah, trade what you see. This is it. Oh, this is where I posted it this way. It's by Larry Pesavento and Leslie Hulafas. Larry Pesavento. I resonated with him when he started doing the fibs. I was like, that's what I do. That's what I've learned. And he knows a lot more. And so trade what you see, how to profit from pattern recognition. And it gets into harmonic trading here. He also has one. He follows Gann's ideas. That's one of the reasons why I resonated with this guy. W.D. Gann is like the most, I think he's the most fascinating analyst that ever lived. And he could pinpoint price and time. He figured out something, a secret to this market. They took to his grave, but he had a 90% trade success rate documented. He called the 1929 crash. He could forecast months ahead where your highs and lows would be, and he would forecast the markets months ahead and nail it. He figured something out. He figured out the secrets. And he was amazing. And so I'm trying to learn everything I can about Gann. And he also used astrology and he used planets. He would use angles of planets, of the rotation, and something, not like you're saying what's in Cancer, not your typical astrology thing, but he would use some aspects of planets. It kind of ties in, but I don't know. He's a 33-degree Mason, and I think he learned about sacred geometry. He did a lot with sacred geometry. And I just think he's fascinating, W.D. Gann. He figured out the market back in the 20s. And so I take in all GAN information that I can wrap my head around, because there's so much of it, square of 9 and the planetary stuff and things like that that are just so far above my head that it would take me, by the time I got through figuring it out, that my move would probably already be gone. All right. So, well, that was the chat. That's where I'm trying to come back to. And go back to the latest comments here. ANZ just jumped 47%. ANZ, let's take a look. We just looked at it a second ago, right? Oh, we didn't even draw any targets. Oh yeah, we did. What, the big ass target? I'm looking for that one. I'm not playing. I'm just going to wait for the big one. So we're hearing right. We just jumped up. We're at the 0.5 fib. A little resistance area. I would see if we can get past that and go up here. See what happens. I would expect some resistance there. And 786. If we're going to make a lower high, I would be looking at the 786, possibly 886 area. So those are two areas that I think we can go up short term. And what this is a 4-hour candle. So on this 4-hour candle, it's went up 12% in the last 4 hours. So probably doing pretty good today. Pretty good today for ANZ. Says, damn, ANZ might hit 3 cents in a little bit. Yeah, I believe so. Well, interesting that you would say so. That's just a fraction of a penny above our 618 target. Yeah, I believe that it might. And my experience, a little bit of pullback. Ichimoku cloud looks good. Moving averages look good. Bearish cross there. Trend line's holding so far. Secondary trend line starting a new leg. It looks pretty good to me. And we already did our measure move. I'm looking at 5 cents for it when it's all said and done. That with this target, okay, we were just talking about harmonic patterns, right? My entry down that rabbit hole started with coming across something called an AB equals CD, which seems to be the backbone of all harmonic patterns. And this happens to be one, so it has relation. These targets have relationship with the little kind of pattern ideas that we just looked at a minute ago, that Gartley stuff and all that. And all the targets that you see me do here on the show when we come back, and there's a higher target, and it feels stupid sometimes when I put them up there, and I know some people come to my channel like, well, this little moon boy, he's just getting those higher targets. That's crazy. Then we come back, you give it a little time to get there, and we nailed it. That we post into the vanity wall section over, they're all AB equals CDs. That's how accurate they are. Not every time does it play out. Not every time do I identify them correctly. But more times than not, enough that you can make life-changing money and have an edge on the market, they work. So if you're interested in that and you want to, I'll share what I know, and the more I learn, the more I share. Hang out, ask questions. That's get into the Telegram group, ask questions there if I can't see it here in the chat, because I can't spend too much time in the chat here, or I can't go over all the juicy coin setups, right? Strega says, thanks again, Road Dog. I think Strega's turning in, and I need to too. We love Joe. Trader's Intuition, Glitter Marshmallow. Oh, what'd I do? I turned everybody blue. Clear says there's some things that are familiar that he makes other arguments producing the same effects. Says, okay, wait a minute. We're talking about the book, aren't we? Haven says I'm up 6.7% on my Trump trade. Did you just now get in? I think it's going to do good. Did it already start doing something? Okay, Grillier says that there's, I can't even read this. There's some things that are familiar that he makes other arguments producing the same effects. Haven says 15% now. LFG pump. Is it doing it? Did it break it? Did it start moving already? I'm on the 4-hour time frame when I set it up. What's it doing on like the 6 minute? Oh. I think she's just now trying to. 6 minute looks dry. She almost lost that. She almost lost it in the smaller ass time frames. Technically got breakout idea there. We could even take it here and do that. So we get a breakout, however you want to look at it there. That's cool. Rounding. What else do we see here? Oh, you kind of lost that. Well, I guess you would with everything that happened, but no, this is recent. Just going sideways. I'm seeing a struggle here, but what's about to happen, or what's trying to happen, let me say. Looks like a couple of things. The 50 is trying to do a death cross. That's not good. It's above the 9. It's about trying to respect this 200. If this red line, that's the devil, we're talking to the devil now, it keeps coming down, 200 crosses over it, and these other moving averages start crossing bullishly. Yeah, I think we can get a move out of here. Let's just hope it seems to be holding this area. What is this? We're going to have to go around the 3-2. Let's go down here. Impulse move. So the impulse move, I try to take it from the very bottom. If it doesn't line up there, we'll take the actual impulse move where, you know, impulse moves is where we ended one move or whatever, and we started another one here. I guess however you want to look at it. Whatever started the low that started this move, right? And I get my fibs are lining up better here. It's a 0.5 retracement. That should hold. And I would be looking for, actually, if we can get an AB equals CD out of this little guy, we're looking for this area right here. And to show you how you can do this without pulling out fibs is if you can't eyeball a measure move. So if all the fib stuff is like, I don't understand it, that's too much. Look at this. To get there, AB equals, this is A to B, this is B to C, and this is C to D, and that's what AB equals CD. It's just a simple measure. Oh snap, you didn't. Ah, you made me look stupid. You didn't. The 0.5s, I don't think they always square up. And by square up, I mean, I would expect that this move would come right here in this little box. This may be skewed a little bit. Or was it? I mean, double check, make sure it wasn't me. I did go back to 0, right? Did I go too far? Did I go too far? That's still not going to do it. No, that should be it. Well, and to the point, right to the 0.5. You still take me out. I want to mark you anyway. We're going to test this. But I am also, for where it retraced there, I'm also looking for here. So we'll keep an eye on both of these for pump.fun, just for that. And this is part of the thing. As I learn new things or apply things, concepts, and this I've been doing for a while, but you test them to see if they're true. Test the spirits to see if they are true. This is on the 6-minute time frame, by the way. We had bigger targets over here, right? Those are the juicy ones I'm looking for. This is just like the little fun and game stuff, right? This is the bigger targets. We still got the trade set up over there on the 4 hour or whatever. What the? Why is all this stuff over here? Didn't we just do this? Look, nailed it. That was a measure move. I'm on a different chart, I know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at Bitcoin here. We're coming down. Oh my God. It's supposed to be a flag to the upside, but it's not. We were following the 15-minute chart tonight. Looking. Oops, can we get it up? Got too many lines on here. When you zoom out, it comes there. Rejection, pullback. First area that we want to see if we're going to bounce this red line about 114. This cloud losing the 50 is suggesting that we come back and talk to the 100, maybe even the 200. I'm still looking for about the 113 trend line. That everything keeps pointing. Oh, you moved it. Everything keeps pointing to a retracement here. And as we are coming down, my stop losses are getting triggered, or at least they better be, and I'm accumulating. You better be honoring them stop losses, buddy. Yes, I expected more by now. Submitted. Are you executing? Let's go and see if you skipped over. No. I still got some. So basic. Is that all you're doing though? You gotta do more than that, baby. It looks like we did some minor ones, and I want some more. Take a little bit more profit out of these little guys. All right, so every $100 is coming down. You know, I'm taking 1,000 off the table. And by the time we get down to 638, well, my bag's going to be smaller, but I'm going to have some, if we come down there. All right, so you've been able to pull 10,000 out from here so far. Oh, I was hoping to have a little bit more with that drop. We have to look at my stop losses and make sure I'm got enough of them. So now, how's my risk? Risk is okay. Wow, you're holding really good. Because I guess we got cash with declining Bitcoin price, and my risk areas is maintaining pretty nice. Not getting into danger just yet. Cool. So I got to closely monitor that as we start dropping here. All right, so it looks like the flag to the upside guy did not work out. The rising, you know, the little thing that we were looking at. The rounding was a sign of tiredness. The moving average telling us a point of resistance, losing the 921. And if you were looking like a local shape or whatever, you're trying to connect dots. I mean, it smaller makes a rising wedge, and also just the bigger idea here. When you connect these guys, we're still in a channel, but she's giving up the ghost. Come to the bottom of the channel idea here. Normally close. I usually watch the 6-minute time frame. That's what I'm used to watching when I watch paint dry here. And 200 moving averages down there. See how these bigger moving averages coming down? And they're in reverse order. They got some work to do. 360, 666, the 800. We're crossing them. We're starting to flip the ribbon here on the smaller time frames bullish. That's good. And we fight through this. I think I honestly think we're in a recovery here. I do believe we got bottom in. I'm not looking for us to go lower. If we do, I have to rethink my life choices, but everything's pointing to me that we got a good chance to see a nice October for crypto. And life-changing money can be made this month. And guys, I'm going to go over to the end screen and catch up with the chat, and I'll see you there. 2-hour, almost a 3-hour stream. I've got to stop this. I've got to stop. It's too much. Good luck. Play it safe. Control your risk. Use those stop losses, multiple stop losses, whatever you got to do. Protect the purse. And try to build them bags as best as you can, baby. Because we got a new start. And we need it. Good night, everybody. See you on the next one. Gator Squad says ANZ. ANZ is backed by Circle Venture. Haven says, Road Dog, 30% on my PAMP trade. Gnarly is right. LFG, man. Congratulations, man. Are you using leverage? Darn, man. You know, I don't have a leverage pump trade going on. Maybe my little Degens is saying, if we got anything left on that $300 liquidated leverage account, maybe we try to build it on pump.fun. Oh, it's at 0.0041 right now. Look at that. Oh, no 8x. No, hell no. And a target. Oh, wow, man. Wait, you're already that high? Where did we? Was it Bybit? I just. Why does it not? I'm on the 6-minute chart. I'm not. Oh, okay, we're at 4. All right. Oh no! I thought he was taking off or something. I think it can. You got leverage on it. You got to have leverage if you're making that on that small move. Oops. Literally says, I was having a lot of problems with patterns, and this book helps so much. Oh, cool. And let me say, I mean, now that is what these student charts, the student chat, or let me turn the music down. I mean, that's what the student area of the Telegram group is for, so you can ask questions and stuff. I mean, and hopefully, you know, I can try to point you in the right direction and everything. But that book, yeah, that's a damn good book to go over from what I'm saying. And I'm glad it's helping. I'm glad it's helping you. There's definitely some alpha in that book. Definitely some good alpha. Some deep stuff that people would charge you out the ass to learn. And you got it for the price of a book. See, this is why I like books over trading groups. This is why I like books over courses. And if it's a reputable analyst, proven, and that guy is Larry is well. No, I have never heard of him before, but researching him, he's got accolades, right? He knows his stuff. Sleepless AI, any hope left? You know, I was looking at that earlier tonight. I saw it somewhere, and I thought it looked kind of interesting. I was almost going to. I was going to put it on my. I think I was going to put it on my list. I thought it was having a good day, right? Is that correct? Wasn't it? Or was it at? No, it was. I think it was at the. I think I remember where I saw it. Was it? Was it okay? Was it the one on the downside, or was it one on the? Well, let's take Sleepless AI. I don't want to pull an X. COINEX has got it. Is there any hope? Oh, it doesn't look bad. No, look bad. It looks like the other ones. It's doing what Bitcoin was doing before Bitcoin started pumping out of this area. She's just coming back for retest. Is there any hope? Yeah. I thought I saw this on maybe it's Tokenmetrics. I saw Sleepless AI before the show, and I was almost going to look at the chart. I'm just trying to remember where I caught it. I think it might have been over here on Tokenmetrics. I was kind of going around on some different things over here. That looks, it's recovering. It's moving. I'm on the small ass time frame here too, on the 6-minute. It's trying to climb. It's doing what Bitcoin is doing. It just hadn't caught up with it yet. Gator Squad says, y'all have a good night. I'm going to go back to deep dives for gems. Hey man, I appreciate you, Gator. Rise is tied to Canton Network. Oh, that's good information. So I found out the banks are using ANZ, so this coin is here to stay. And that was another nice little reason to get in on it when it's at such a small market cap. And again, thank you for sharing your alpha. I've noticed since I've been very fortunate that ever since I started streaming and had the little Telegram group, there's always been there's always been a magical unicorn that's been a gem picker. My first one was Donna, and she was pretty good at picking out some gem picks. And then we'd have some people that'll come by every once in a while and throw them. But Gator's been really bringing some really good ones, and not just something that's, I mean, something. He's doing some deep dives. He's doing some research, finding the connections, finding them early. And I got to give you a shout out, Gator. I mean, that's a gift. That's a gift, my man. And if you ever do start to do your streams and everything, I'll definitely help promote you on that. Help you grow your channel for whatever I can add. I've got a small channel myself. It's not like I do as much as if I had 100,000 subscribers or anything, but you got at least somebody in your corner there, my man. I grew up with reading Rainbow books. It sinks deeper. It sinks in deeper, I do believe. It does. If you got it right there. And you know, I gotta agree with you. I mean, I tried to read these things on tablets and stuff, and it's cheaper and all that stuff, and you can get from free books and stuff like that. But they ain't nothing like having a real book at the time. I don't know. You can mark in it, go back to it. I don't know, and you remember it better. On a tablet, you got to what page was it? It just doesn't. It's just not natural to me. I can do it, but it's just not as good as a book. Jorge Pablo Nehru, that's king. Thank you, my man. If this pump trade stays lit, I can send you your Web3 production adventure. But it hasn't moved that much, Gate. I mean, even this web, you've got to be doing leverage on it, right? If you're getting bigger gains off of that on little moves, imagine what it does when it takes off. Control your risk, my man. And wow, I mean, you're curious to see how that trade works out for you. We love our Gator guys. This is Grizzly Marshmallow. Hey, you're getting a fan base, Gator. You're getting a fan base. Maybe you need to stream on Pump.phone too. I'm just saying, Gator Coin or something. Gator's Gems. Thanks, dog. I want everyone to retire early. I like the way you're thinking on that. And you're sharing, man. I'm telling you. I honestly believe the more you put out there, call it to the universe or whatever, I just think God rewards people that share and value other humans and see that, you know. We're in a window in this world, man. Before a small little window before things really go batshit crazy in the world. And there's a wealth transfer going over right now that we can participate in. And it's been hard as hell because we got everything fighting against us, from governments to powers and principalities and beyond, whatever, trying to keep us out of it. But we got the chance to make a good, nice, hopefully some generational wealth. It may take a couple of cycles to do that. I don't know if we're going to have a couple of cycles before the world goes crazy and changes beyond we've ever received. The world's getting ready to change where it's going to be almost unrecognizable. You're going to be looking back at the 50s, 60s, and 70s and thinking, man, that's ancient stuff. Because seriously, it's about to be a sci-fi world out here. We're going to see so many new inventions and so many new technologies coming around. Things are going to be traveling at a fast clip, and it ain't going to be cheap. And then there's going to be more authoritarian control over our lives. This is just where we're headed. That's the global agenda. Authoritarian control, take away your funds and your money and control your money. We got a short window to get ourselves situated on the right side, and that's why it's very important. Make as much money as you can, get the hell out of debt, stack you up some Bitcoin, because that's the one that you need overall over them all. Take the gains that you make from all these other coins, get you a pile of cash, might even get some Bitcoin now or wait till a bear market, but have it there for that Bitcoin at the best prices that you can get it. And I think that's you're gonna find that's gonna be I think that will be one of the best decisions that you can make in your life. And I just feel like I'm here to help send that message that you got a short window to do it, and this is the opportunity that God's given us right now, so that we don't have to go through as much of the bull crap that's getting ready to come our way. Gator says, I learned blessing other people comes back around. It does. It's all about good energy. I agree. Hey, well, man, you resonate with the channel. The channel resonates with you, man. I'm glad you're here. I pray to God that He'll bring the people that resonates, and they can help others. And that's you, Gator. Appreciate you, buddy. Good night, everybody. See you on the next one. Good night, John Boy.
I don't even know you. Get out of my house.
Dang, John Boy, he's woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Probably shouldn't have woke him up.